Hello, everyone, and welcome to Night 2 of Naxx raiding. Yesterday, we cleared pretty much everything that we pretty much had been meaning to, really. Everything except for Loatheb, Gothik, and 4 Horsemen. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight. We're hoping to clear Loatheb and Gothik pretty quickly. We had a little trouble last week with Gothik, but we were able to get him after 3 attempts. So that was at least good. But we're going to spend most of the night doing 4 Horsemen trial runs. So that's what we're going to be working on tonight. So, let's see. We just arrived in Westfall. And we dropped, what did we drop? Nefarian's Head to get the Dragon Slayer buff. And now we are on our way to some island. I can never remember the name of the island. But to get the Zanza drop. Anyway, why don't we switch over to gameplay? And let's clear that so we can hear Discord.
You can use an improved corruption so it's not instant cast.
Ooh.
Follow down the tree, but don't even get to the bottom of it.
You gotta do 5/5 improved enslaved demon, the worst talent in the entire game.
Ooh, that sounds good. What does it do?
Not if you want to enslave a demon.
Demon enslavement is better. You know that thing you only use as a joke?
I take jokes very seriously, though.
Break your pea juice.
Isn't that useful in Kara?
Are there? I don't recall if there are some demons in Kara that can be insane.
There's just
It's mostly like ghosts and stuff.
what's fucking something hoof.
There's
what the
demons.
fuck is-
There's a freaking satyr.
Oh yeah, those imps and terrestrial Ilha.
Terrestrian, yeah. Yeah, you can mind control those or enslave them.
So now we log out for 5 minutes.
Those are the
5 minutes on a 1 hour buff is a lot.
aren't those the ones that they
Oh no, fell in the
once
water.
you mind control or whatever, you can put a debuff on the boss instead of summoning the demons.
I don't remember that.
I just remember that guy dying in like a minute and a half.
Alright, we's here. Cool. So now we're going to hang out and wait for the Zanza buff to drop, which our guild is doing. Let's see.
Second one already went out?
Nothing either.
It goes out at 7:10.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to... What are we going to do? We're going to log out for now?
No. Don't destroy anything. Just hide his Wraithblade in his bags, so he can still put it back on again, but he has to find it.
So we save some time on the buff.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Walk towards him.
Do we have any warlocks on the island?
Following, but she doesn't know how to do it.
Meantime, we're just going to hang out and listen to some
I
music.
don't think Ellie knows how phone spars are set up.
Look at the spellbook.
I was gonna say it shouldn't be that hard to open this spellbook.
Take a look at some of my other characters. Got a paladin I'm working on.
Either that or
Playing pretty casually.
Oh
Yeah, fine.
She's starting it.
Thank you.
Find the pintos.
Oh, I can't click it. That's right, because my mage isn't in the group. That's fine. I'm sitting over spamming the click.
We said 710 for the drop.
Ellie,
7:10.
you're doing it wrong.
Do what you is told. The sink is full of dishes. The tub is full
It's
of
not the
mold.
proper stance.
I have no clean underwear. I have to think of more Joes. Get your ass on your knees with a
What was I doing? Oh yeah, so this is my herbalist alt, paladin alt,
Dude, what the fuck are
Bosch bank, and stuff for potions and whatnot.
You gotta do it like this. kick her in the face and the jaw. Kick that bitch, you can't kick no more.
Who listen to this? Is Dwayne and Brandos. The carpet is lava?
There's nothing more uncomfortable than using somebody else's computer. It's like invading their personal space. It's like a, hey, just go pick a shirt out of the drawer. And they're like, I don't want to open up your drawer.
There we go. Some Journey to Silius. That's a little better.
Yeah. I used to make my friends uncomfortable about that because I'd just say, hey, like when you're at my house, you're like family, just fucking, if you want something, just ask, and shit if you don't know where it is. But if you know where it is, just go get it. Like, I don't know, fucking get it for you. And I have so many like girlfriends, friends, family members, or whatever, even like, oh, are you sure? Is it okay? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. See any fucks given around here?
Behold the fields where I grow my fucks.
Yeah,
Lo,
pretty much.
I can see that it is barren.
Yeah, pretty much, Dad. I'm like, hey, go get a cup of water or whatever if you're thirsty. They're like, are you sure I could go get a cup? I'm like, can you?
There's a field directly outside the window out of my office, and I call it my field of fucks.
How empty is it?
It's barren. They never come in.
There was a supervisor at my last job. He didn't last very long. He was getting on people's nerves pretty much from day one. And we reuse old boxes that products get shipped in to pull parts for assemblies and things.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he was just being a real asshole, and I forgot what he's checking up on. I think he's checking up on an order.
Story time
And,
pause.
7:10.
7:10, log over.
Oh, yep.
Alright.
Sorry,
About to drop this bitch.
Story.
Collecting world buffs. It's all about timing and coordination.
It's not late, Mom.
Get the entire guild coordinated to do this.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
If you're in a raid group and you see stud muffins offline, that is the correct raid group.
But luckily we won't have to deal with this when Burning Crusade rolls out, because world buffs are going bye-bye.
There are 2 stud muffins like last time.
Anyway,
Imposter.
Hector's already buffed.
Tag's already buffed too.
So buff.
Anyone else are we waiting to come online?
38 of us online.
I can't see the raid, so I don't know.
Ma.
No.
Raw is buffed.
Okay.
Yep. People have had warning. I think it's about time.
Let's do it.
Drop it.
Yes, the natives here are getting restless. They want to drop.
Studs, are you staying on your mage?
No.
Can I back in assist, please?
Saros is complimenting me on my weapons. He has noticed I have switched to dual wielding.
The ZG buff takes long enough that I can log off. I can do an Alt F4 and log on to another tune and both tunes with the buff.
These old things
Okay, well,
thought
can you invite me to
I'd just
Yeah, thanks.
I have going
too
up
late.
on the.
take
Okay.
I have
them
on the.
out of storage.
Don't click it yet.
Hey, check it
I
out.
am not in the raid.
I'm standing
For
on top
old
of myself.
times' sake.
Who do I whisper to get invite? Studs?
The raid is currently full. There are a lot of alts. We will be kicking them soon.
Boom, it drops.
Yeah, just getting some summons started here.
Oh, that was horrible.
Who do we follow for or join for summons?
Poor Elf.
I actually got the buff. No, it's the same group for someone. We're not doing the chapter.
Alright, I'm actually going to stop the music now at this point.
Maz ready for summon whenever available. I need to go get my staff for Loatheb.
Yep.
Zandalar, that's the damn name of this buff. It's like I couldn't remember it for the life of me.
Very well then.
You have enough clickers, or should I hang around?
Studs has zoned in already. I'm gonna pop over to Nos to field whispers for interested parties that are wanting to come again.
At some point, Ernwell will need a invite to raid and then a summons.
Looks like Tobacco and I are on our way.
Cats, nice to see you there. Hey, cats. Little
Do we
cats.
have 2 people summoning?
No, Ernwell and Tina are.
Yeah, so too, yeah.
No, it's Hector. I'm not even in raid right now.
Oh, my bad.
Hector kicked me.
Starting with Loatheb.
We are starting with Loatheb.
The fuck is wrong with you people?
A
lot.
lot.
You're gonna need a while, yeah.
Hey, after you won that race,
Where
you
should I
have
start?
no room to complain anymore.
Except for the fact that you're trying to make my wife delete it.
We didn't say
Ow.
delete it. We said hide it in your bags.
That was dag.
And
I
give you
said
17, 17, 17 talents.
No, Victatious definitely said delete.
Yeah, there was
I heard
somebody that
dag
said
say
delete.
also.
He does not speak
I
for
would've-
us.
I would have said she should have just like completely moved around your items randomly, so it would have been.
How am I getting thrown to the wolves here? All I hear is, Victatious.
You did it to yourself.
The real fiendish thing to do is to bind all the level 1 spells to somebody's toolbar. They all look the same.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
No, if they're
That
macro,
would have
You
been.
noticed it after like the second Shadow Bolt and Spellbook that shit.
Well, what you do is you just downrank, you only downrank them by 1. So you
Ooh,
don't
yeah.
notice anything that's off. When you like the damage looks fine, but you're just like not hitting as hard for some reason.
if they're all macros, you just go in and change the pictures. That way he doesn't know.
Oh my god.
No, you just set up show tooltip on all of them.
Yep.
It'll
What's
be
really
straight.
fun is when you run somebody to you run them naked to the Hydraxian Waterlords island and then just leave them there without their Hearthstone.
You're mean. Slow
We
down
used
there,
to do
Satan.
that all the time when we used to swap accounts for Burning Crusade stuff.
Fucking Marioc did that to me.
Marioc, he was hilarious. You know who else I miss? Ills. I really miss Ills. Ills was great.
Is it the one with the skulls? Is that what the hallway we're going down?
Should be, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Plague quarter.
They're called skull drapes. Okay.
Skull
Plague-
drips.
Plague quarter.
Skull drapes.
Did we say
I mean, they totally are
Tina was
skull drapes.
summoning?
Yeah, and then the bridge before Loatheb here is like the skull bridge. So skulls all over it.
Ooh. This is very nice.
I don't think we fought a Death Knight Vindicator. They look pretty mean.
If I get summoned off the Griffin in flight, does the Griffin just like turn around and go home or what?
No, it disappears.
It evaporates.
What is
Set
this?
free. It goes back to Airy Peaks.
Freedom!
Oh, dude.
I need a summon.
I haven't had, so, Finley.
Yeah.
So when I was at the store, I had like so many different options, right? I was almost going to get that wedding cake gelato or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then this chick was like, oh, I got this cherry OG. I was like, ooh, Afghan strains?
Afghan cap.
Yep,
And did
Afghan
you get
strains
it?
are so nice. Yeah, I got the cherry. I haven't had this since 2015. I used to have some AK-47 that would just kick your nuts off, though.
Some edge
Are we
masters.
talking about weed? I just came back.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. There's one of them's called AK-47, literally.
Tina, do you have enough people helping you summon?
Yeah. Hector's actually doing all the summoning.
Be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna Message Hackdar then. Find him in the list.
Colo didn't like his note.
Why do I not see him?
Who's got lead right now or assist?
You can whisper me.
Does he not like to be called Colo?
No, he had it before, because I have this add-on that shows when people change stuff with their guild. Or, well, I guess our guild. It's someone put something here, he changed it.
Someone
Now he says,
summon
call me
me.
Colo.
Colo.
Yo, I'm in Naxx, and there's like arrows going everywhere for people. I don't know if battle went the wrong way, or
Skull drapes. You go
I'm
in the skull
blacksmithing,
drapes.
so I went the wrong way.
Hey, Banana.
Yes.
Check your Discord DMs. I sent you a link to the Google Sheet for our guest EPGP for you.
Oh, nice.
All right, I got it pulled up.
Somebody killed the cat already.
Stop killing Mr. Bigglesworth.
Which
Damn
one
it,
do I
Lily.
go to? The one with the skulls? Is that the one I'm going down? No, I'll follow you
Yes.
guys.
The skull curtains.
I don't know what's going on. No one's summoning me. I'm being abandoned.
Nope, not that one. Apple. Apple. That's military wing. We're going down here.
I think curtains you pull horizontally and drapes hang.
Smoke Jazzy?
Boom Boom still needs a summons to Naxx.
They're still working on them.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
don't see anybody around here anymore. So like, I'm like, where's everybody?
A lot of us took the portal.
Tina, can you drop group or pass the lead to me, please?
Sure.
What's up, bananas?
Kick me from the group. Oh, there we go.
I'll kite some of these bats for you, bananas.
Anybody still missing a summon?
Banana and I are almost here, so just get somebody else.
Colo
Hello, yeah.
and
Boomy.
Genichi.
I think Jin.
Okay, we got
Oh,
it.
Jin, I think, needs my spot, so I'm gonna log out shortly after this. I'm out of shards now, so.
Pass lead to somebody.
You want to toss one to Kevin, I guess?
I'll be there in just a minute, so don't worry.
Okay.
All right, you are the leader now, Saros.
And now for the long walk.
Nats, log over and come to Loatheb. We're standing.
Meantime, we can.
Maybe I can find a plague bloom that the hordes of bots have missed.
And there should be a spot open now.
I actually grabbed 2 Plague Bloom on the way to Naxx last night, which was pretty good.
Score.
So, do I inform our curious parties that we're full, or?
Genichi was still looking for an invite. I don't know if he ever got one.
I got in. Yeah, I got in.
He's in.
Oh, let us.
And I think that's everyone. Is there anyone that is not in the raid group right now?
Jinichi could use a summons if there's still a warlock outside.
I'm seeing 41 people in the channel, which adds up. Because Latari hangs out to listen.
She does enjoy listening to our shenanigans.
I will inform our visitors then.
Do you stream it for her?
She could watch Boom Boom.
Oh yeah.
Watch me.
I'm watching Boo Boom while playing Ma.
Mon
Are we
just wants to
missing a
check
warlock?
himself out.
Is there anything outside to install?
Let's see.
Banana this way.
I'm trying to.
Do you guys need
Greater
any?
protection pot if you want now, since the thing will last an hour.
Also, be careful when you're running up. Don't auto run into him pretty loose.
Yep, gonna pop that now. It's a good suggestion. Just start burning down that 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah, Pat's got a shit ton too. I'm just outside right now.
When you get here, Kevin, if you can summon Jinichi, I think that'll be the last thing.
Yeah,
Is there anyone inside that can
Anyone inside that what?
make the Greater Shadow Protection potions? Because I have materials for one on me.
I can make them.
Symbol can.
Dude, just open trade.
Yeah, I have some. I just wanted the one more I had the materials for.
Let's see. What else do
Does
we
anybody
need?
have an ult outside?
These
Naxx that can
two.
still summon?
Well, no, we're good. We have enough people to summon.
Boom Boom, you said you can.
Xtina needs a summon, please.
I'm in
Once
next
Coven
now.
gets here. Yeah, okay, we're here.
Jinichi and Xtina, as far as I can tell.
Boom Boom, you said you could make
We're getting
Greater
Jinichi
Shadow.
right now.
Yes, I can.
All right, so anyone that is offline, please log in and zone in. Remember that you're going to get kicked back to the entrance if you spend more than 5 minutes offline, and we are going to pull shortly. Not too much to change from last week. Just be consistent. Remember to use your first aid and your antivenoms if you're going to use those.
Hey, what was the name of that 4 Horsemen mod again? Sorry.
4H assist.
Anyone
We'll
else
link
need
it in the
summons?
general after this.
Nope, that is it. Please zone in, and we are going to be starting with Loatheb. Everybody drink a Greater Shadow Protection pot now.
Thank you.
I still have to give out the flasks.
Yeah,
I brought extra 10.
I want to change this.
We got Hellstones.
And let's see.
Oh yeah, Healthstones are a thing.
Widow's Remorse. Boom. There we
Got
go.
one from Fallen.
Now when I switch between the two,
I don't need any cinnamon rolls, little, but thank you.
should be
Open a
good.
trade with the Warlock if you want a candy rock.
Should have deleted the Wraithblade.
You know what, Dick?
Hey, Dag said it too.
I did not.
Thanks,
Yeah, but I can't make Dag's life miserable with curse assignments.
Who's
Hey,
got the
man.
1200 lock rocks?
1400 lock rocks.
Lock rocks, love it.
Wow, you never heard that term before?
No.
Oh.
Just to keep moving in flight,
Be good.
and running, refueling.
Right?
I have that one as well, Jinichi, if you have the mats for it.
Studs, Trindamal, Gats, Victatius, and Patricia drink a Greater Shadow Protection potion.
I'm waiting on the cooldown.
Me too.
Saros, where are you?
I am running through the gauntlet right now.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're like a minute and a half out.
No, less than that.
I think a couple steps behind. I had to pee real quick.
I don't need water. I'm just giving you presents.
Pop one of
We could
these.
probably summon Victatius if he's just stepping in here.
Pop one of
I'm running on
these.
studs. I don't know if it matters.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
And then
I got 15 seconds again and drop my first shadow pot.
Here, dude.
let's see. I think we're
I
gonna
don't need water, Trindamal. Thank you, though.
eat this just before the pull.
Where's
What's that?
Trindamal?
Ellie needs water? I got water for you. Don't worry about this. I have all your water needs covered.
Necesito agua, por favor.
So now we're sitting at 36, and then
Can I get
once
another
we
stack
got
of water, I usually get 2.
Trindamal.
General, nice.
Evenly.
Necesito un agua,
Thank
por
you.
favor.
You really make Chindramal laugh.
Dude, I message him in Spanish. I've been trying to learn a little here.
and once we get buffed up,
Oh yeah, bro.
Trindamal.
I might get
I
close
have
to 40% crit. That'd be pretty sick.
Comida.
Yeah.
I need a parfait.
Necesito comida por Finley, por favor.
He got me. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Trindamal.
Anybody from last night need those gloves tokens? I got on loot council, so I figured nobody wanted. But I saved them to be sure because I have them.
How much gold they sell for?
0.
Pat.
Vendor?
Let's stab this dude.
Pat, no more chingadera for your pipa.
Alright.
All right, please finish getting the last of your buffs up. We're going to get ready to pull in about 2 minutes.
Fuck, okay.
So many buffs.
I've heard it called like as slang, like mota as well.
Oh yeah, Mota.
Tina,
And
you
can
got the
somebody please mark up the leaders for spore groups?
Let's see, what is this 4 horsemen thing? Okay,
Herm
let's
and I are DPS, not heals for
install
this, right?
it.
That is correct.
Coven, you're in group 1.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out a way to sneak into steal a buff. I kind of just watch people. If I see somebody lagging behind, I go steal it.
Usually I think group 7 was there. There was openings
Chris
there.
Forge.
Yeah.
If Chandria goes or not.
Yeah, I tend to hang back a little bit and I just kind of wait.
May need to
We can have
reset my
Skoger
UI.
and Ernwo run with studs as group 7.
But what about me? Oh, I go 6. Nice.
Does everyone have the weak aura up? Healers. Okay, we're skipping Ernwo and Skoger. Gil, do you want to still throw out a heal just as extra cushion?
Suppose.
What?
I said I suppose.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, you're after Ernwo in the list, but you're actually going to heal after me. And then, Symbol, you're going to skip Skoger, so you're actually going to heal after Chandria.
Okay.
And why don't I see it?
Okay. Remember, use your biggest, baddest heals. So you should be using your max rank greater heal priests and whatever druids use. I'm sorry, I don't know druid very well.
Max rank healing touch.
There you go. Thanks, Cyber.
Did it install?
No,
All right,
Humbug, you go after Gil, because Gil is still gonna put his out.
If you have a mark above your head, you are the spore killer. So please make sure that
Can you
to your group shows up with you to the spore.
Can you make me not stars? It's just in case I have to heal at the same time. That
Okay, that's fine. That's
can't
fine.
happen.
Jinichi, I'll make you the star then. Make sure your group is with you.
And don't intercept into spores. That will blow them up. All right, this is a ready check for the pull. Everybody into the room.
Eat real
I
quick.
see the round. It's to the left, but you
And
probably don't have any words for
reminder,
it.
if anybody does not have 3 Greater Shadow Protection potions, you should definitely open a trade with either Ma or Patricia. There's a few more people out there too. You will need at least 2 more to live through this fight.
Yep, talk with me. Let's go, people.
Studs has a couple extra as well. Not a lot, but a couple.
Yo, Kevin, you got shards?
Cleopatra and Gil, let us know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm just shy of 40% crit.
Oh yeah.
So I
That's
guess just swap
exciting.
him and Zit. That'll be good.
Hacker, do you have your shield on?
Yes.
Get that buff up. Now let's see it. There we go.
Were you saying you want me to go get with group 7 instead of group 1?
If
We're
you're-
not calling group 1. We're calling group 2 to start.
If you're if you're not in either 2 through 6.
Why didn't
and
the
you
attack
want the
power
buff,
go up?
Go at the group 7 call.
I just did my battle
There's the
shout.
pull timer. I'm going to be
There
pulling
it
in
goes.
about 15 seconds.
42.2,
Apparently
baby.
I'm going to be pulling tobacco.
Alright.
Hector, you have
And like
engineering,
last time,
take it
Studs
on.
will call out
Yeah, just swapped it.
your Shadow Pot reminders.
Healers stay by the door.
I just realized that I don't have the volume on. That's okay. I am group 6.
Group 2.
Oh my god, I'm already sitting up at...
Group 3, get ready. Go, go, go. Group 3.
Bag heal.
Group 4, 3 seconds.
Black curses.
Heal, it's your turn.
Group 5. Group 6. Group 7.
Chandria.
Curses.
Simple. Back.
Group 2.
Tobacco.
Waiting
Group
for the
3.
First.
Group 4. Group 5.
Has somebody called up potion?
I will.
Excellent.
Second potion now.
Curses.
Group 6.
Group 6, go, go, go. Group 7.
7.
Curse.
Group 2. Group
After
3.
this doom, use a potion or a health stone.
Simple. You're next.
Next group 4.
Oh shit, I got poisoned and interrupted.
Group 5.
After this doom, move out and bandage.
Group 6.
6.
Bag.
Up, pop
Group
that.
7's 4.
And bandage.
7.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh shit, I can't bandage. Fuck.
We have a doom going out.
Eat.
Eat your foods.
And oh my god, everybody pass. Sorry about that.
Hey, I
need
hey.
No!
Oh, especially on that staff.
No!
Like a brimstone
Everyone
stuff.
pass, please. Everyone pass. I'll open up the EPGP window. Or I'll keep track of who gets what. I'll manage EPGP later because we've still got World Buff, so I want to use them on Gothik.
Why did I die?
I wish we could get this fungal bloom buff and then flip over to Gothic really quick.
Great
Wait,
job, healers. Great job, everyone.
I'm
Head to
lagging like a
Gothik,
motherfucker.
please. It is the southwest opening at the central thing.
Well, that's disappointing.
And I'm making Saros the new master leader.
So
Alright.
just to confirm, we don't. God.
All right, Lincoln item Saros. What I want people to do, please, is to put need, greed, or counsel in chat when a piece of item is linked. We will manually adjust EPGP.
That's all going
Keep
to
raid
need,
chat
so we
clear.
don't even need to bother with 50%.
Okay.
Just link it manually without.
Look at my crit now.
Yeah,
It's
just link it
so
manually, and I'll
garbage.
adjust EPGP on the fly based on who wins.
I got all messed up with my.
So put a 1 in chat if you want the item. We'll just make it simple.
Right now when we're using the
I'm kind of
add-on,
fucking pissed.
the officers see what people roll, right? But raid chat doesn't.
Correct.
I think you should make a raid chat. It'd be awesome.
We used to have it that way, and then people would just hold back.
Oh, really?
Congrats to Alvarak. You got a 95th
cheap can go on.
eye level percentage on that fight.
All right.
And even my DPS wasn't all that great.
Double check PR.
I'm not sure why.
Out last week too.
Yeah, Al balled out hard.
Highest on that list is going to be Coven.
Woo, grats, Coven.
Finally.
Huzzah.
Coven?
The Wraith
All
is
right.
gonna drop like crazy.
For anybody who's on the dead side, that's all of the melee and our hunters, we will be taking this time to drink a greater arcane protection potion now, if you have one. If you don't have one, open a trade with Ma. He has some. Also,
I'm just gonna
everybody
loot.
should drink another greater shadow protection potion.
I can't.
I just looted it to myself. You can probably just loot it and trade it to people.
Yeah, you can still trade it. So loot it.
Yeah,
and
I'm
people
gonna
can
loot
trade
the bindings and then head over to Gothik then. Or the tokens, I mean.
I don't.
I mean, he
remember
died.
exactly
Does
what
like,
said on Undead,
even
but I
if
have a
he's
couple
dead,
people
does
already
that
here on
mean
the
like
list.
this
Like,
Shadow
oh, I
Doom
accidentally clicked the tab.
still
Sorry, guys.
I was trying to like see if I could give it to Coven and it wouldn't, and it said,
Cast
"Do you
up?
want to bind, equipping this will bind this to you." I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, Coven, link it in chat, please.
Coven grabbed it.
That's Coven.
Yeah, the staff's on par with the Wraithblade. Wraithblade's a little better, but not crazy.
I assume you have an offhand to go with it.
I mean,
Expensive.
Let me know when you're
Most
ready.
importantly, the wings flap.
A lot more expensive than a one-handed.
I'm gonna ask the guild.
All right,
So-
go ahead and link the next item, Saros. Again, 1 in chat if you're interested.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
We're gonna close the rolls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That will go to Big Bird.
Ooh, that's a good bird. I will trade it
Congrats,
to you
Bert.
when I get there. Let me know when you're ready for the last one. And yes, boom, boom, it does.
Well, that explains why I died then.
Alright, go ahead and link the last one.
Did you not hear Haktar say eat when he said eat?
It's a good thing I have these essence mangoes.
Yeah, I heard that, and then he died, and I was like, oh, cool, we don't have to do that. And then I died.
We're closing the rolls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
we have no pages. Stop showing me runes. Just teasing us.
Haktar?
Yes, it is Haktar.
Woo, that's 7 pieces.
Open trade if you need arcane or shadow protection potions with Ma. Thank you.
Big Bird, don't cancel. I'm trying to give you your loot. There you go. And
That's
where's
weird that that was showing up.
I'll come over to you.
What am I looking for? Is it not up anymore?
Have some complimentary cinnamon buns too.
Excellent. The pants are all sticky. Weird.
Hey, can I get a?
I was throwing the cinnamon buns in the pants.
Hey guys.
Yes. Efficiency.
Spotted.
All right. So we're not going to do any huge explanation for this or huge changes for this fight as compared to last week. Skoger, because you didn't see what our kill strat ended up being. We've tried this before, and it worked out pretty good. We have about half of the melee on one pile, about half of the melee on this other pile over here. And then we will have some healers in the back, and we are trying at all costs to prevent all of the bad guys from
Gus
getting
is
to our
being a little
healers and
affectionate
hunters.
right now.
Let's see about this. So we've got a group 3 and a group 4. So if you are a member of group 3, can you please come over to the dead side, and you'll be on this pile that Haktar is jumping on. If you are a melee person and you're in group 4, then you will come over to the pile that Haktar is now jumping on. And if you're melee that isn't part of either of those groups, then yeah, be a roving death squad that goes between the two piles. You are allowed to leave your pile, but this is sort of your home pile when you've got nothing better to do. Remember that your priority is going to be to kill the spectral trainees. And then we need to kill riders and their horses and the death knights. In roughly that order. It's not that crucial that horses die immediately, but they do need to die relatively quickly.
I'm a roaming tank, and I bring them to the piles of the melee.
That's correct, yes. That way, if anything spawns at your pile, you're right there to pick it up as well. Haktar is going to try to pick up the horses whenever possible. I'm in full mid gear with prot stance and or deep prot spec, so I should have some more stuns. Hopefully it cuts down some of the burst damage that we take. Otherwise, live side, do you guys need any time to go over strats or anything like that?
I think shackles are still getting set up.
Excellent. And are all the healers divvied up? I see some over here.
You want to mark all the tanks?
Usually use the marks for the healers. So
No. Mark them in the raid group, in the raid frames.
Oh, I gotcha.
You get
Actually mark them as tanks.
Yeah,
like that.
And watch Daddy play him game.
Is
I was only
Gothik
sick for 1 week. You guys are giving me a complex here.
solo taking?
Yep, just added them.
Oh,
So I can only click one button at a time. So
Alright.
Arcane Maw.
And another reminder, right around wave 10 to 12, I'm going to try to remember to call out to pop some kind of defensive cooldown, because that's when everything starts going to shit. So drink either a protection potion or a stone shield potion. It just might save your life.
Actually, I don't have any stone shield potions.
Well, you know what? I'll do it anyway.
You just might. There's shadow damage going on over there.
Let's see.
All right. Any other
Greater stone
time
shield.
needed on
What do I
live side
need?
to set
Stone
this up?
scale and
I
thorium
just want to
ore.
confirm with you.
I have a bunch of
the
stone
last
scale
week it
oil.
was
I need to
first
just
part is okay,
start converting
then
this
we
over.
pause, and then after the first pause, we can just go through the list.
Yes. So the second rider takes like a little bit of a pause. It's probably no more than 10 seconds. If it's more than 10 seconds, you guys are going to get fucked. So if it starts getting dicey at all on your side, send it over to Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, Toller's just mentioned that anyone with the shackles can we get promoted to raid assist for marking.
Who are those people?
Patricia, Tolris, Ellie, and Lily.
Ellie already has it though.
For sure.
Lily, I'm gonna put that macro. I'm gonna pin it in the healer chat.
Oh yeah, I was using that macro last week. Really nice. I just I was using something else. Oh, here, actually, I have it right here.
Do healers have a Discord channel?
Yes, they do. Cyrus can see it because he's an ossifer.
All right. Any other prep needed for live side there?
I think we are good. Yeah, we're good.
Mages, please watch out for what targets you're hitting, especially the Death Knights. If they're getting shackled, stop hitting it and move to something else.
No dots.
And remember, DPS, just once we hit round wave 11 or so, just kind of focus more on that left side. We'll handle some of the right side guys.
If it has a mark, don't hit it.
Yeah, if Tad's marked, don't hit it. Just, kind of more focus on the left side.
Eat food.
All right. Looks like everyone is ready. Yep, eat food. Gonna put up a pull timer here.
Eat your food.
Yep, eat food.
Drink beer.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up.
Wait.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. For a reason you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of
Why am I buffing light over here if there's no paladins over here?
And Skoker, you'll probably want to spend most of your time back about here. You don't want to be too far ahead of the healers because they're going to stay mostly towards the back.
I was just gonna tag it in the back. I'm not staying there.
All right.
Yeah. You want me?
Right there is perfect.
Is it just the 3 tanks on this side?
Yeah.
And Ernwo being at nearly full rage already.
It's because he's angry.
Let's keep comms clear while we try to sort the easy part of this fight out. It's about to get a lot more challenging.
We have a soul stone out? Okay, we got one.
Oh, cats are
We
fighting.
got 3.
I'll save mine.
First set of knights are up. Oops. 2 new death knights.
Should we try PI on the rider? Little or Tina?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe the second rider when we have to burn it a little quicker.
Okay, cool. So that's what, 15?
I'll be of a trainee come to it.
I'll let you know.
I'll burn second rider on little.
Okay, we're whittling
Knights and
these
trainees,
guys
knights are
down pretty
first.
quickly.
Undead, we have to kill the trainees first.
Horse.
Kick it.
Okay, here's wave 10.
Rider's coming over.
Incoming wave 11.
Get ready
Shackle.
in 10 seconds for your first shackle.
Focus on left side on live.
You can get that one.
Hactor's got the horse.
Very out of range.
Trainees first.
Do not touch the rider
Kill
yet.
the rider. Kill the dead rider.
And kill the live rider.
Nice.
Alright, rider over. 3 trainees.
Trainee on Numbly's side.
You got a death knight coming.
Knights in 10 seconds. Get ready for shackle.
Trainee first.
Third rider.
There's my mouse cursor.
And kill it.
We're looking good on my side. Let us know if you back up.
There's 2 trainees.
Rider over.
Ernwo gonna shoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
Warlock
start
down?
shaping the trainees.
Defensive cooldowns.
Yeah, we're good. We're good
I
on
do not
that
have
side
any.
right now.
Next shackle incoming.
I'm on it.
Broke.
Hit next.
Final rider is up.
Get it.
Okay.
Get that one, Ellie. On him.
Ernwo AoE taunt.
Last
On.
rider down.
We're good on undead side. Just keep them coming.
I have a
That's
death
not
knight on me. I'm gonna pick up the boss.
Other one, Ellie. This one.
Charged off. I'm on it. Ah.
There we go.
Sorry, it's got
No
dots. It got
DPS,
dots.
guys.
Yeah, send dead side more if you're in trouble. We're good.
Kill the trainee. Kill the trainees.
God, that
Sending Death Knight.
hamstring is fucking irritating.
Keep your target shield.
Slow
Alright,
kill.
boss is incoming.
I have waited long enough. Now you face the
Reshackle,
harvester
reshackle.
of souls.
Keep shackles up. Just keep all shackles up.
It starts.
Heal you.
Send us more things if you want. We're just.
We
Yeah.
got the boss up.
Boss is down.
Resheep your targets. Don't kill them. Don't kill them.
Oh crap! He just died.
You get two
You have a.
trainees.
There's a trainee coming over to dead.
Incoming.
Resheep, reshackle.
Gate is opening soon. Finish off the boss.
Fucking easy clap, dude.
Portal buffs are great, and we're awesome.
Alright.
Bam.
Stay on your side.
Hubris. Yeah, left side, please clean up.
We're killing the skull first.
Yep, go for it.
Hey, another splinter.
Whoa.
To arms, ye roustabouts! We've got company!
Alright, Death Knight over.
Invaders,
X is
cease
next.
this foolish venture at once. Turn away while you still
What if I
can.
can get 2 shards from this?
Come, Zeliek. Do not
Death Knight
drive
over.
them out. Not before we've had our
And trainee on the way.
Enough prattling.
You got 2 trainees coming.
We shall grind.
Nicely done, left side and dead side. That
I
felt
do hope
super
they
under
stay
control. How
alive
was it on
long
the
enough for me to
live side?
Oh,
introduce
dude,
myself.
dude, I was bored.
Perhaps they
It
will
was
come to
very
their
under control
senses
on live side.
and run away as fast as
I
they
think we
can.
should thank Frosticle. Clearly, his sacrifice contributed to our victory.
That's one guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry for us. I didn't catch you in time.
Yeah, I was trying to bubble you, but it just, you know, batching.
We just one-shot them both.
Indeed, nice work all. But let's not fill ourselves with too much hubris because we're now about to go find the next boss in here.
I have to come do loot, don't I? Yeah, that's the thing.
Alright, hold on, let me exit the game real quick.
So what, that's 41 shards now?
41 or 42, yeah.
And
Jesus.
Einbjord, can you please bring the skull over to us? I think you can get it without the other guys.
Oh, 33, that's right.
Like, tankless, sorry. Should we just leave it?
Getting closer.
Tobacco, do you carry them around at all times? I would.
Keeps
All
them in
right,
single
there it
stacks,
is.
Cross, no.
And reboot. The add-on
Like
wasn't
constant
showing.
Bubbles on Frosticle, please.
Sometimes Tobacco uses the shards as toothpicks. I've seen it.
Toothpick of the Guardian.
All right, everyone rolled loot council on that, and it is a frost resist item, so I believe it should go to the person with the lowest frost resist.
Yeah, double check the frost resist sheet.
Incoming. Everybody stay off to the right just a little bit. I think there might be a patrol. Maybe not.
Since you so kindly asked, how was Undead side there, Hector and healers?
Oh, it was fantastic.
That was a really smooth kill. I only had 1 death.
Yeah, I've been trying to see where our healers kind of match up with our tanks, and it looks like there's more damage over there, so I just kind of stacked a little extra healers over there.
Junichi, do you know what your current frost resist is? I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably
40-ish.
all right. It's probably going to Junichi then, as he has the lowest frost resist. Congrats, Junichi.
Alright, and next back, please.
Or your road boots.
Incoming.
I'm sorry, Skoger, I'm critting.
I thought that was Ernwo's problem.
It's my problem now.
You can just keep it then.
Okay.
Congrats, Jennifer. You're shiny.
Hey.
Like,
Wait,
Look,
what's
a
this?
pre-essence of water.
Nice, getting the dreadnought shoulders, huh?
Oh,
The boots. Sabatons, that's right.
2 pre-essence of waters.
I don't see any patrols immediately here. We're just going to pull these guys back to the behind here.
We're at the second doorway.
Grab them and come back around the corner.
The patrol's at the second doorway.
All right, so after these guys, we will take care of the patrol. So everybody back up just a little bit after this.
Everybody's in the corner. Okay, can someone explain these desecrated armors to me, because they don't show any stats or anything?
Yeah. So go to Wowhead and you just look up the armor, but it's a quest that you'll complete in Eastern Plaguelands, and you'll have to go to the warrior guy. He'll give you a quest, and you need plate armor scraps. I think that one. You need Arcanite, yeah, and then the item.
Now, Jennifer, I suspect you may not actually want the tier 3 for warrior all that much, as that is exclusively a tanking set. It's not a DPS set.
Yeah, it's all tanking gear, dude. The tier 3 for warrior.
Okay, can I give these back and get refunded, and you can give them to the next person?
Trade them to Jinichi and I will fix it. He was next to me.
Yeah, because for a rogue, the tier 3 is like fucking amazing.
And Bjorn, can you please pull the skull and X back around this corner where Ernwo is and everybody else, off to the right, out of line of sight.
For the other.
Right here, I'll tell you after this pull, Jennifer. Yeah, basically you're not gonna wear any of the tier gear for DPS.
I would just collect it for off spec at some point. Just roll the off spec. I think it's worth it for that. The time
Oh
to roll
yeah.
it's a really cool looking set.
Hey, if he wants to roll when it go, let him do it.
I mean,
We're just letting him know from a DPS standpoint, like.
Well, I'd rather save my points for something that I need. I haven't gotten anything really.
Eat, drink.
Yeah.
He wasn't aware of how it even worked, so at least let him be aware and then let him make a decision.
Exactly, yeah, that's the way I look at it.
That's good, we got it sorted. And Jinichi, you got the books, yeah.
Yeah, I just gave them to him.
Cool, congrats.
There have been so many buffs today.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody canceled yesterday is doing it today.
I think a lot of it's the rise of the gold DKPs, because they kind of like really push for it. So they organize.
Are we ready to pull?
Knock them out really fast.
Oh
Nope.
yeah. Speaking
Wait for it.
Yeah, we don't want to long distance pull these because they'll spit on their way.
Exactly. Just wait. We're not in the hugest hurry on the world. We got lots of wiping to do on 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, we got 2 hours of it.
Since you said that, Coven, Core or whatever was doing that tonight, which is a GDKP Naxx Ramus.
They go fully world buffed, demand consumables and everything, and they check your parse.
Yeah, and dude, they were talking last night. I guess they made like 35,000 gold last week on one run.
It's ungodly.
Is that right? Yeah, 1,000 gold for 3 hours of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the payout.
And eat and drink.
Realize my imp is still in the boss room.
How could you leave him there?
He didn't say anything.
He's probably
Fucking
like,
leave. See if I care.
exactly.
Did you leave the window open for him?
Oh, and I can't. Oh, yeah, actually.
All right, as we make our way to the Four Horsemen room, I'd like everybody who doesn't already have it installed to get their CurseForge client open and look for 4H Assist, as that is the add-on that we're going to be using for the Four Horsemen.
Apologies, I thought that was just for the healers and tanks.
It also helps. Yes, it's for everybody. It's like a Swiss Army knife kind of mod.
What's it called?
Cool.
4H Assist.
By Zanido.
I linked it in general chat.
All right, and people can come down the ramp a little bit, and we're going to grab these guys shortly. All right, grabbing them.
Yeah, that's it.
But Zanido, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You
Don't have to log out to start it. I just go ahead and go to it and click it, install it, and then come back to the
Install it. You might need to do a hot reset.
Yeah, I had to
reload.
All right.
Yeah, I had to
quick
reload
comms,
as
please.
well.
Back up just a little bit. We got another patrol coming.
Boy.
And we want to be clear of that ghoul pack. So yeah, don't aggro them if they rear their head there, Ernal. You want to be further back. Because they're going to be right on top of those ghouls at the critical point here. All right, pulling.
Stupid blast wave.
All right.
Does that show up anywhere or no?
Nothing.
It will once we get it configured.
It's one of those that's a lot more low key. They have to set things up.
Right on, right on.
All right, Ian, if you want to grab that marked group, please. Incoming.
Damn, we're gonna get 2 hours of progression tonight? That's what's up.
What the hell are you talking about? We're gonna have like 30 minutes of progression. We're gonna kill the boss, and then we're gonna smash our faces against another one.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, the rest of
first
the bosses
kill goes
here,
to
all
me.
progression for us.
Anyone care to wager?
We're killing KT tonight.
Fuck yeah, dude, let's go.
We're
I'd
down
love
here
to
in
say we could do
an hour.
that, but I don't think we have enough people with frost resist.
If we were really smart, we'd plan it out so that Tobacco had all 40 of the splinters and had Cthulhu's piece of the other part before we did that. So that way we could get it on the first kill.
All right, and you want to grab that, please.
I hope
Incoming.
those of us who have it brought their reels.
All right, let's grab these ghouls.
Alrighty, boys and ghouls.
I like the color scheme on my items right now. It's so cool. It's like teal baby blue.
Mine was green until I replaced my cloak. Now my cloak is purple, and it clashes really hard with my wrist and my
Yeah,
gear.
my bottom. My bottom's great.
Priests have it nice, whereas if you have tier 3 and tier 2 and tier 3 mix and match, they don't look that bad.
Yeah, it's like a light blue and like a teal.
And Warrior Tier 2.5 clashes with itself.
Yeah.
Yes, it sure does.
What, neon
Is
colored
a
shoulder pads
clown.
aren't great?
Yeah, clown colors.
They're not shoulder pads, they're bug parts.
Yeah, like look at me, Ellie. Look, I mesh.
Huh.
Look pretty.
I'm learning how to use that little side menu tonight.
Hey, so you got 3 hours.
Alright, so this is the Four Horsemen room. We have a clear path to it. Let's actually go back to the Gothic room now, because we're going to do a little bit of practice. If you do not have that mod yet, please go download it now.
Oh, are you able to do a little simulation?
Absolutely. Albrak will actually be giving us a quick walkthrough of what this mod will do for all of us.
Yep, groups just got shifted around a lot.
Oh, found my phone.
Yeah, he's got a mod set up for Horseman.
And for raid in general.
Yep. So what it's going to do for Horsemen is each of the first 4 groups is a tank and healer group. Just basically, what the mod does is you start off with a beginning config, right, like where you're going to start, and it runs through like the normal strat of the boss, where everybody rotates.
Sorry.
So what it's going to do is everybody gets a role, basically where they start and fight, and so once the fight gets going and we can simulate it in here, you'll get a window on the screen that shows you where you're supposed to be, and then on the next mark it tells you where you're supposed to go, and every 3 marks it tells you, hey, you're either supposed to be here or you need to be going there. And it does the strat of basically, at least for tanks, we're just rotating between the 2 mobs on our side. So like the 4 tanks in the front are going to all swap positions, the 4 tanks in the back all swap positions. You know, and the basic pattern is the normal way you do the fight, where it's, you know, boss, safe zone, boss, boss, safe zone, boss.
I have a question for you there, Alp.
Yep.
So since you said it will automatically give tank and healer assignments, do you need me to assign anyone, or are we just going to follow the recommendations assigned?
The main thing for healers is you're not assigned to a tank. You're assigned to a group.
To the group, yeah, okay. Sounds good. I just wanted to clarify and make sure.
Did this get everybody? I might have to mess with it. Oh no. Did it pull in people correctly?
On my end, it looks like it's bugging out, and it's trying to assign Gil and Victatious as tanks.
I will be right back. Since people are downloading the thing.
Yeah, Hector, this is a good time for a short raid timer.
Al does a shot now.
How do you mean, like a short break? Right.
Yeah. Just while everybody gets the mod and I started figuring this out.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm going to put up, so this will be an early break tonight. I'm going to put up an 8-minute break timer here. Please use this break time to go download the mod if you don't already have it.
I downloaded it, but it's not letting me use it. Or it's not coming, it's not working.
Did you
It
exit
won't
the game
come
altogether
up
and
until
reconnect?
it has been loaded by the leader.
Yeah, it said that Al came online and it said that I had not installed it, but I have installed it already and it's not working.
Have you restarted WoW completely? Like exit completely and redo the launcher even?
I'll do that right now.
Yeah, a lot of these mods will require like a full restart of WoW, not just a reload UI.
Yeah, I had to fully go to desktop and start again for it to show up. I have a Windows up or WoW update. I'm gonna play some commandos behind enemy lines for 4 minutes.
Sorry, I had this planned out, and then it uses the raid layout, not my raid layout. So I just need a second to fix it.
How do you add that list in? Because I was trying to look for that.
You have to paste it in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I can't paste.
Yeah, it's because I got it left out.
Okay, getting snacks, BRB.
You can see what I'm looking at.
Oh,
Updating my
there's a load layout.
Yeah, no, I.
gear here.
It just take me a second to listen.
Nice little tool. 60 upgrades.
In this particular
you
tanking layout, will
do a
there
bunch
be
of
anybody
different
that needs to have fire
sets.
resist gear? Like, should me and
Yeah.
Studs
I
have?
got a frost resist.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Studs are gonna be the first two tanks.
My
over.
two-handers.
I need to get some
And
fire
then my
resist
dual
gear.
wielding spec. Actually, that reminds me, I need to update.
I could swap me. I brought mine.
I feel like this is something we should have said before.
I've got mine too.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, you see, Victatious, it is very difficult to get 40 people in the same place at the same time. Sometimes we have to make do with the time that we have together.
Hey, as prepared as he was over this, like, I'm in shock. But, I mean, no.
I mean, well,
Victatious, which mods would you like to suggest that we use and that you've prepared some extensive notes for?
Alright,
Do you have
so
a PowerPoint presentation?
whatever Tina puts in chat, that's usually how it goes.
Gotcha.
Oh, fuck.
I couldn't follow the person who does
Yeah,
damage.
it's my dual wheel set.
Oh, we're doing a break right now.
That is correct. 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I just.
do we have any of the alt locks?
Okay,
that are
I am
still
going
here?
to
Because if so, we
take
can
advantage of the break
can do a
and
quick-
go grab some water. So I'll be
I
right
can do a
back.
quick leave and summon back. I'm
Uh,
pretty sure it won't take me 5 minutes to do it.
Boom boom. You have your tank gear and you know ish the fight, right?
Me? Yeah, I know the fight. I just need some
I said
fire
boom
resist
boom.
gear.
Not you. Sorry.
Boom Boom, are you here? I guess that's a big negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh, hey, stuff's happening.
A window appeared. Now it's gone. And now it's back.
Ah, 1 second.
All right, to orient ourselves on the room, we'll call the exit to the room here, the one that we left to go to Four Horsemen in. This will be the entrance to the Four Horsemen room for the purposes of everybody orienting their map.
Are we supposed to be logged in right now?
You got 3.5 more minutes as people are downloading mods and stuff like that.
Arnwell, you think you'd be able to summon me?
If you're back, definitely consider logging in though, so that you don't get ported to the front of the instance. Save yourself some runtime.
Studs, you need to summon back to Naxx?
Only if there's 2 people that are able to accompany you on ults. Because I want to be prepared just in case we have to switch up positioning.
I can log in my alts.
All right, we'll relog quickly too then.
I am
What is this thing?
on my lock.
Alright. Frosticle, could you throw up a port to Ironforge right back here, please? You said we should be good with our beefiest fire resist pieces, right, Hector?
Yeah, like 150 to 200, I think.
I'm gonna enjoy
And
killing
yeah, I
these
wouldn't
slap
count on having a
jaw
value on it.
daffodils.
Studs, did you go and get your gear?
I'm going right now.
Okay.
I just want to be prepared just in case.
Oh, the frost resist stuff.
No, I'm getting fire resist.
Oh, for the yeah.
Sorry about the confusion.
Studs, let me know when you've dropped a group.
I think I'll be good with just pants and legs.
Oh, this add-on looks pretty sick.
How about some culottes as well? And pantaloons? You said pants and legs. I do legs and hat.
There I am.
At the bare minimum. And probably Oni cloak.
Off tank.
Cookie.
Yeah, that's a good theory. Yeah.
Can somebody type /FH options and see if it shows you the whole group?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec.
I should be.
So what am I looking for, Al?
Shield block, sunder armor. There's my
Do you see, like,
taunt.
the whole raid group layout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleave.
So you can see like group 5 all says DPS BL start.
BL start, yeah.
For me, it says that it's limited to raid lead and assist.
Macros.
I think it's because I have
I'm
raid
aware,
assist.
Pat.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if that was a problem.
So do you have assist there, Al?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if people can see what their role is without me having to explain it.
Just poked you out.
Can you see your role?
5,
Little?
4.
What does
3,
shield
No, like
slam
I said,
do?
I can only see it.
Bash
if I
the
have
target
assist.
with the shield for 6 damage.
Why are you giving me money?
Interrupt
Because we
spellcasting.
just summoned that dude and I made
I
money
need
off of it,
to
so take
update
it.
this macro.
Hey, speaking of money, now would be an excellent time for raffle stuff.
Oh yeah, I need to give you money.
Buy raffle
Source
ticket.
bucket for raffle tickets.
Widow.
10 gold per ticket, limit 10 tickets.
Sure. It's even better if you mail it to Ticketmaster ahead of time.
It is extremely better. If you can do that, I highly suggest that.
I'll give you some of my GDKP money I got yesterday.
Blessed.
No, your money was counted. so
Karaji bulwark.
Right. Which one do we go
Cashier
down? I got
brush.
bored at the front.
Okay.
Southwest.
So we're gonna save that.
Military.
Military, yeah.
Yeah, it's the southwest opening from when you entered the instance.
Not the spider entrance or the skull drapes or the one with the green
I'm
floor.
gonna swap that out for
I think it's,
heroic strike as a rage
The
dump.
one with the arch. Well, it's
But
not
really,
an
I
arch,
should be
it's like
pumping Sunder armor
The plane will look
and overpower.
The one that you are currently going down, Finley.
Right. I know. I got it now.
What other protection stuff do
Is
I
that
got?
the skull
I think that's
arch
pretty
No, that's
much
not. That's
it.
the plague
And then I
one.
got my shield wall.
What's this one
Skull
again?
art, it's called drapes.
Skull drapes. Yeah, it
You
is
can
skull
just pass
drapes.
it to me if you want, Ellie.
Dude,
Called
what the hell?
Brandon
We already had this
Brigade.
conversation.
No, I know. I think I missed out on this one. I was like AFK when you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, the skull drapes.
Yeah, because whenever you say drapes, I think of the spider quarter because of the green drapes over it.
Nope, Finley this way.
Oh, a Rubicon's area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. No, actually, Spider Wing has like a spider, I don't know, like metal bent around the door in the shape of a spider.
Oh yeah, like a little
Yes, it does.
insignia or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yo, you should check out my mace. I just realized there's a bunch of little spiders all over it.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I was looking at it yesterday.
Clear comms, please, while Albrecht gets more info to us.
Okay, so I think everybody should have the mod. I think a couple of you are still AFK, but I just hit sync. Did you get a map?
I see a map.
Yeah.
Yep.
My screen just got dominated. Love it.
You can move it and resize it however you need.
Boom Boom is a tank, and so is
Let's
Ellie.
go.
Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go?
Ellie is the supreme tank.
Well, you shouldn't be a tank all of this.
Wait, can you open it up again there, Al?
Yeah, one second.
We're up to 87 tickets sold so far.
Okay.
Boom Boom's a tank?
Yes.
Yup.
We have.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So everybody has a role. Most of the DPS, you guys are in groups 5 through 8. Every one of you should have a. I'm not sure if it should say your role in the top left of the 4H assist add-on.
Yeah, mine says healer TL1.
Yep.
That would be top left.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So TL is top left, TR is top right, as we see the map on the screen. BL is bottom left, BR is bottom right, and then the mob are in those corners.
Okay, so I don't see anything on mine.
Me either.
Have you
Okay,
fully
you
exited
need
the game and come back?
Assist to work. So do you see that mod
I
in your
see
list?
the mod. Yeah, it just says DPS. Oh, BL start.
BL, so that's bottom left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
there's a text indicator, the DPSBL start, which is in the top left of the frame, and there's on the map there's an orange skull for the DPS where you're supposed to be, which corresponds to that text indicator.
Can you
Presumably
move that
either it's
orange? Can you move the orange skull?
No, the mod's gonna move it for us, and we just follow the skull, and then if we follow the skull, we win.
The skull is basically where you need to be.
All hail skull.
So there will also be a gray skull. The gray skull is where you need to go next. So I'm going to walk through the marks right now, and you should be able to see it move for you.
I do not see a gray skull.
Oh, okay, see, it just moved. So mine just went from a gray skull to a yellow skull.
Because
Healers, I
you're a
think,
number one healer, you move on the first mark.
Yep.
Please clear comms for like the next 3 minutes while Abrak explains. It's gonna be a lot faster if everybody listens.
Yeah. So healers are going to get gray skulls earlier because they're moving in staggered form. So we can not have all the healers move at once and a tank dies. Tanks and DPS are going to move every third mark. So if I go to another tick, I think everybody else should have just gotten a gray skull, correct?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
That says after the second mark, be ready, because that's where you're going next. And when I do the third tick, that says, hey, buddy, time to move.
Question. I know that on the third mark, that's when the next tank comes in and taunts. So we don't move until that tank has taunted off of us, correct?
Correct.
So, also, I just noticed something in the UI. When you look at everybody's names at the bottom of the frame, the people that are close to you are green, and if people are far away, they're red. So you can call out people that are supposed to be moving with you.
Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Nice.
I thought that was a range indicator.
Yeah. So basically, we can police each other, with respect, but we should be able to be on top of it pretty well.
Okay.
All right, so everybody should have an idea of what's going on here. Is anybody not able to see the 4H assist window right now? Excellent. All right, any other things to go through before we do a dry run here?
No,
I think he's just spamming marks to see how things look.
So that should have been one complete rotation. That was 6 ticks. So if I'm correct, after this, it should be sending me to the safe spot.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I clarify something?
Yes.
So when the gray one pops up, it's telling you to move on the next mark. So when that gray pops up, you wait until you receive your next mark tick, your debuff, and then you move to the gray spot.
Yes.
Okay.
And then with the void zone, if you're moving into that next spot, you can walk up to the right and avoid that area so that you don't walk right into it.
All right.
We reset the add-on. I see it's counted to 9 here. It's in the test mode, so we don't want it to get fucked up.
Yeah. Now we're gonna walk through it a couple times.
All right, can I get everybody to come to the gate we're going to just simulate getting people into their starting places.
So to clarify for our test area, we're just using the dead side of this room?
Yes.
Yeah, we can use the whole room, we can use the dead side, whatever. Let's just use the dead side, it's smaller.
Okay.
All right. Now, Alb, can you start a new simulation?
Yeah, right here.
All right, so everybody please go to your starting positions.
I do have one more question. So I see the tanks in green and the tanks in gray. Are the tanks in green the first tank or the second tank?
The first.
Okay. Well, okay, so yeah, I guess Colo should be in the center then.
Yes, I'm confused. I don't really understand
Okay.
the layout. Oh, there
Green
you are.
tanks are the active tanks, the gray tanks are the non-active.
slack-jawed daffodils.
And the inactive tank is just staying in the middle, not collecting marks from anything. And
Yes,
then once we get the third mark,
place called the safe spot.
It's supposed to be in the middle?
then after the third mark, that's when one of the tanks in the middle is going to go to a corner. Everybody has a corner assigned for their first tank pickup. Once the tank has picked up your mob, then you go back out to the middle to the safe zone. Does that make sense with everyone so far?
One more time?
All right, so you are tanking a mob in a corner. You get 1 mark. You do nothing. You just stay there. You get 2 marks. Still do nothing. Just stay there. You get 3 marks. Then your relief is coming in from the safe zone. They're going to come to you. They're going to taunt the mob off of you. Only after they have got the mob off you, that's when you go back to the safe zone. And it should be marked with a gray skull or a red skull by that point for you. Does that make sense?
I do have one more question. So when we see Mark 3 is incoming, that's when we start moving to relieve. No.
They're just telling you where you're going to end up going.
Mark 3 has to go out before you move.
Okay.
Ermo, you're already going to be there, so when you get Mark 3, you're still staying there until you don't have threat. The Colo's going to come take it away, and then you go to the safe spot.
Right, but I was talking about for the next rotation.
So for the rotation after that, for the tanks, okay, so we are going to be swapping either bottom right or bottom left, and top right and top left. All right, so the first time you go and relieve somebody, you go and take their position in a corner, they're going to go back to the middle. They're going to wait 3 marks, and then they're going to go to the other corner. That's because you don't want your mark to stack up too high from any one boss, right? Each of the marks stacks up independently of the other. And that'll all be reflected on the skulls on there. Okay, so some other very quick notes about which bosses do funny things. The bottom right boss, he just does fire damage to the tank. Nothing too crazy to describe other than, yeah, you'll need some heals on this person. The boss in the bottom left, that's Thane. He does a meteor, much like the AQ guys. So if you are part of the DPS group that is coming in, make sure that you wait for that meteor to hit and then move. Don't move if you haven't seen a meteor in a while, because there's a good chance it's going to go and hit the tank and kill them.
Bottom left.
Correct.
That is bottom left. I was pretty sure that bottom right was the guy that does the fiery thing, or is that a different one?
Yeah, low grain.
Yeah, so he does like a fire dot on the tank. In the top right, that I believe is Zeliek. He's the guy that does a chain holy ability. So very much like the snake boss in Zul'Gurub, he is going to do like a chain lightning holy ability. You do not want to chain that over to your healers, and I believe that the melee is supposed to try to time their entry and exit for, again, just after one of those chain lightnings. Is that right?
He does it often enough that you don't want any melee on Zeliek. It's only casters.
Okay, so any... sorry, again, Al?
The tank running in wants to try to time it, so he doesn't chain it to the healers.
Right, and then so the top right, that's Zeliek, no melee is going to go in there, and they're just going to stay in the safe spot the entire time?
Pretty much. We don't want to risk any accidents.
Okay. So that's a thing to be aware of for the top right tanks. That is Battle Stub and Boom Boom, and then Albrak and Skoger. You'll also have a shift on that boss.
Does DPS need to spread out, or do we just need to stay at range?
Same spot.
Yeah, stay at max range, and you're not coming to the top until the bottom two bosses are gone.
Oh, okay.
All right. Then for the top left corner, this is Lady Blome. She does a void zone on the ground. It's a big black circle. Avoid the big black circle because it does an awful lot of shadow damage. Sort of like Grobulus. You're going to end up moving her around just a little bit. Try not to paint yourself into a corner so that the void zones are not trapping you or otherwise. That don't stand in the fire or the void zone. That's the short version of that. So that's sort of the four key mechanics for the boss. Let's go through just a couple of quick rotations here. So everybody to your starting positions. We'll figure out some things about the pull and things like that after. But everybody to starting positions. And Alb, can you please start going through the marks?
Hold on.
Oh,
Boom,
yeah,
boom.
holding.
Is there an orange skull in this corner where we're at?
An orange skull tells you where you're supposed to be right now. Everybody's different.
You should see it in the bottom left corner right now.
And
Well, no,
the
that
other thing
depends
is,
on your group.
Yeah.
follow your local party. The 5 people in your local group. Everybody for DPS, they're all doing the same thing from groups 5 through 8.
Yeah.
Boom Boom, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, so at the start, you are in the safe zone in the middle. You are not the first tank. Do you see how in the 4H assist there's a skull in the middle?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so that's your starting point. And then after 3 marks, that's when you're going to go to Battle Stub, taunt his mob off, and then he is going to go to the safe zone in the middle. And then 3 marks after that, somebody who was in the safe zone is going to come and taunt your mob off, and you're going to go back to the safe zone. After that, you're going to go over to the top left corner to blow Mo, right? So you're alternating between top left and top right, or bottom left and bottom right, if you were a tank in those corners. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, Alb, can you please start with a mark here?
Here we go. I think healers are going to be told to move.
So healers, there should be one of you from each group going to the next healer group.
Oh, somebody stayed too long on bottom right. Or bottom left, sorry.
And next mark.
All the DPS and tanks should have gotten a gray skull on that notification. Let's see, healers have moved. So here comes the 3rd mark.
Time to move.
I'll move.
Yep, so Skoger comes and taunts it off me.
I have
then
taunted.
And I just got moved. Good.
Yeah, on a Thane, everybody should be stacking on the boss, right?
Everyone. Except for healers in range. They can be at max range. Meteor only hits within 20 yards.
Do we have enough with this kind of strat to spread the damage around?
You should probably have the DPS go in.
Yeah, if we're that shy, yes, everyone needs to stack then.
I think the range they're only at range if you're doing the burn Thane strat. I think everybody stacks with this kind of strat.
Yeah. Then yeah, everyone stack then.
Okay.
Cyber's keeping me
There are
buffed.
four
Bottom
healers.
left.
There are 4 healers on bottom left right now.
Sorry, just to clarify, that would exclude the healers, though, I think. Is that right?
What?
Come here.
Okay.
Where are you?
Where it says on the map you're supposed to be.
I know that's where I'm going.
Yeah,
I
someone's
was
in the wrong
literally
spot.
running to you.
Late.
I was not late until you stopped me.
All right, Alb, next mark. Everybody should probably see a gray skull.
And when we do that actual transition, you have to stay in one
Taunted.
spot until I come and taunt us.
Yeah, if you're tanking one of those mobs, do not move until the other person has picked it up off of you. They need to stay like right tucked in the corner.
And because we don't have all of the tier 4 or tier 3 yet, at some point we are going to get taunt resists. So what you do as a tank is you keep your ass there, and you taunt again when it's back up. The other tank has to stay put. If it gets another one, wing it. Really, like, you just kind of wait until the third one and then taunt that, but everything's kind of funky at that point. So
If you're the
really,
tank that's supposed to be moving, just do white damage.
yeah. Well, you're not going to be able to rip it off without a taunt.
Yeah, taunt is the only way to rip it off.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to give us a few more marks here? And tanks are moving again after next mark.
I'm just getting my macros all up and.
Remember, when moving away from the meteor guy, you have to wait until after a meteor before you move. Because if you move before a meteor, you can one-shot the tank.
That's why I was telling healers to just practice healing on people, like whoever the tank is. If there's a tank there, just practice healing on him, because on that you need to make sure that you know which tank you need to heal, and it's just good practice just to kind of like see, oh, who's the tank.
Supposed to be stacking for the meteor next to the tank.
Yeah, it's only Gil here. I guess I died.
Yeah, we just wiped.
Okay, so that's something I wasn't clear about. Because people scattered everywhere. I didn't know if we were stacking on the tank or stacking in the middle, because I see people doing both.
Well, the tank's got to live. The tank's not going to be stacking with you, so you stank on the tank.
No, there's one tank you have to stack on, and it's the guy who drops the meteor in order to disperse the meteor damage.
Correct.
The people in the middle are in the safe spots because they have to wait for the proper mark, so they don't get too many when they move.
The people who should be out of range for meteor should only be healers.
Yeah, there should be 3 healers out of range, and then everybody else. And Cyber's got it. It's a Anubis Sath meteor. It splits like.
So Chandra, you should probably be with the healers. But that's okay.
Yeah, boom, boom, remember to wait.
Oh my god, Golo, my taunt got resisted. Stick around.
Enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Oh, you pulled him to the raid.
Yeah.
Didn't wait.
It's a good thing we're practicing.
So if that really happens, make sure you say which boss you're on, since we're playing musical bosses.
This is musical bosses, though. Seriously.
Yep.
This is actually really funny. I'm fucking smiling here.
Seriously, like he said, my taunt got resisted. Like I have no clue
Okay,
what
so-
boss he is on right now, so he's got to.
He said Colo.
Oh.
It is a name.
This is literally the fight without the bosses, that you guys.
Remember, you move when your skull is gold.
And then when you wait as a tank, yep, exactly. Good job.
Taunted.
Nice, perfect.
And Kevin and Cleo, you don't have to stack for this one.
Let's look up. Wow,
Go ahead,
classic lady.
People think
Where's
they
Cleo? Wait, Cleo? You make me very nervous right now. What are you doing?
Frost, you should be in the.
He's asking me questions.
Okay.
Okay, gotta wait for my
The
tank
boss
to
you're
show up.
stacking for is the one that's on where Square is right now. That's the boss you have to stack for.
Chandra, you can come over here where I'm standing. Patricia is standing. Right behind you. You can stand all the way back here.
Got it, Cola.
Taunted studs.
And for any tanks that don't already have a target of target displayed on your UI, this is a really good time to have it. That way you can see for sure that another tank has your target.
Horsemen.
It might just be an AoE taunt, so don't count on that being gospel, but it is going to be a useful indicator.
Okay, just mark Thane is dead. So let's see what happens
Artist
when
to
we hit next
DPS
tick after Thane is dead.
position-wise. Deals moderate physical damage to your
Just
tank,
as a general
but also drops a
FYI,
void
the safe
zone
zone
every
is
12
not
seconds.
on the stairs, but at the base of the
35 to
stairs.
Yeah, it's right in
40,000
front of the
damage every 1
platform
second.
they're on.
But a player is
Start
standing
on.
inside of it.
Remember, if that boss moves at all, that zone becomes up the stairs.
It also stays active for 90
True.
seconds.
Colo, save me.
Taunt, and then taunt, shield block.
then
which
just
is the one?
attack.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
The 45 yards of her, including the tank. So players must be ready to move every
So
12
everyone's
seconds,
supposed to go into the safe zone too.
or when your
So she's
mod tells
dead.
you the void zone.
So it didn't tell me to go anywhere once they were dead. Do you just go back to the safe zone?
Yeah, well, after the first one died, my skull was in the middle. And then after the second one died, there's no more skull.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't have a skull either.
The damage from the
At this point, I
void
think we might be able to make dynamic calls as
zone is shadow damage, so it can be resisted
Yeah,
from
I
some
believe
shadow
that would be the
resistance,
point at which you as
or it can be
DPS just
absorbed
need to
partially
manage your own
by
stacks.
greater shadow protection potions.
Neither of the other
Go
bosses.
in, get 3 stacks for now.
Exactly. Still being mindful with Zeliek to not chain that Holy Lightning onto the healers. Okay, so that's going to be one of the hardest parts. The other, of course, being that Lady Blumu's area is going to be full of void zones. So the name of the game at this point is just survival and patience. Their enrage timer is ridiculously long. It's like, I don't know, 2 hours or something stupid.
And
Not really.
having a range 10 up also helps, especially with Zeliek.
May I ask a question? Once,
That's not a bad idea.
The first 2 are dead in the front there, can we not move the void boss to the front? So we have the entire area?
No.
No, because the other 2 mobs, they summon ghosts when you kill them, and they'll continue applying marks.
So the front of the room is still no longer safe.
Exactly.
Okay, but the front of the room's the only person that's going to be there once that person dies, nobody.
There's 2
Yeah,
ghosts.
The ghosts are still
Oh,
spawning
the ghosts
marks.
are there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, never mind then.
All right, anybody else have questions, or is everybody ready to give this a shot?
I have one question, and it pertains exactly to what Jinshi's talking about. So, the safe spot, do we need to hug a little more inside into the direct middle of the room to avoid the ghosts lashing onto us, or can we be near that safe spot?
Assuming the best case scenario, which I believe we. If they stay in their corner until they die, their ghosts will stay in that corner, meaning the safe zone does not change in size at all.
Okay.
So the mod has another mode where it can do the timing automatically. I would like to run through one of those.
That sounds perfect. All right, everybody to the starting position, please. That is the pull from the gate. And we're also, I think, going to need hunters to help pull things off to corners on the pull. We'll talk about that when we get closer to the room.
I like this practice, though, because this is more visual aids that allow us to understand the fight better.
Yeah, this add-on makes it pretty easy to grasp, actually.
All right, Albrecht, you should start Ernwo as resetting his router. We'll just pretend that he's tanking perfectly, because he always does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except when he's dead.
Yeah.
Or perfectly.
Just a reminder, we are doing this with normal speed. Albrecht's not pausing at all.
Oh, it took out a barf to show the marks. That's cool.
I have a question about Lady B. Does she always target her? Is she targeting the tank, or is she targeting?
She'll target a random target with a void zone.
People should be moving. Some people.
First healer should have already moved.
Second healer moving. And now we'll be third healer in tanks shortly.
Let's go as a timer on there.
Click
as well.
them.
The little bar going down.
Taunt, shield block,
Tank
and
on
then
bottom.
overpower
Just
shield blocks Sunder armor.
Yeah, if you guys all leave the tank on Thane like you just did.
That might have been Ernwo.
And then just keep doing that.
Oh, I see.
Shield block, overpower, shield block, overpower, shield block, overpower, throw in some Sunder armors.
Not yet. Little you weren't supposed to.
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait for tank. I'm still doing my thing.
I was gonna ask if we're gonna have
Taunt.
anybody calling out.
Come
to
back
move
here.
after a meteor.
To the safe zone.
We're just gonna do it ourselves.
Okay.
It's a giant meteor.
Yeah, it's we can try
Drops
to
the void zone
whoever
every
is
12
the tank
seconds.
on the thame
Deals 35
is
to
probably
40,000
the best candidate
damage.
for that. No guarantees, but we'll try to be
Every
vocal
1
about
second, the
How does that
player's
sound?
inside of it.
Sounds good.
Stays
I
active on the
think as
floor
long
for
as
90
people are
seconds,
very
and she
aware,
casts it every
if we're
12
at the bottom
seconds.
left, we have to move only after a meteor on 3 stacks.
Taunt.
So actually, I'll test that
Shield
here in a
block.
second. Taunted.
This is a bare minimum.
Watch out for the void
taunting
zones.
fight that takes
Yep.
to be able to
1,000,
communicate to
5,
each other.
1,000, 6,
Hold on just a
1,000,
second,
7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12,
Yeah,
1,000.
that's why it's
Okay,
good
she'll
to
do
get
a void
practice in right now,
somewhere.
because we get a
and then
visual
keep
understanding.
1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5,
actually
1,000,
really
6,
pretty watching the
1,000,
raid
7,
move around in
1,000,
coordinated
8,
fashion.
1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000.
All right,
Start
hold for
moving.
meteor. Hold for meteor.
It's probably gonna do the void. He
All right,
comes
meteor
and
went out.
tents off.
Everyone's here.
That goes for the group coming in too, right?
I'll
does
probably
the
pop a
group,
shadow
going in
resistance.
If the group's
automatically
out of
run?
range, it won't hit it.
If they pause where the healers are, because the healers aren't getting hit, then they can just wait for it to drop and then swap with the group that's already there.
I think that's more his question. Yeah, if the other team is waiting for the meteor, the other people shouldn't just walk over there individually because they're gonna get it by themselves.
Yeah.
All right, meteor group, wait. You ran. That was
Spam
too
the
soon.
taunt, shield block, and just
hack
shield
armor
block and
armor, so-
overpower and sunder armor.
I was distracted, yelling at other people, pretending meteors around.
Thane is dead.
All right, Thane is dead. Looks like Thane can leave.
Overpower.
And remember, if you are a
shield
healer
block.
on the
What does shield
on
block last?
one of the bosses that has died, definitely
5
make sure
seconds?
to get to the safe zone.
Gets taunted off, and then I run off.
And gonna assume Ernwa made it.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
You're fine.
And Morgan's dead. Even though he probably died a long time ago.
I never got to kill him.
Taunt, shield block, overpower.
And remember, tanks, you want to be right up in the corner. Any yards that you
Avoid the
steal from the raid
zones.
to be just a little away from the wall is going to greatly reduce the size of our safe zone.
Yeah, as far to the wall as you can go. Hug that wall.
And some point around here will probably
Yeah, when they're
end up
attacking,
getting the 2 tanks.
gotta be boom, boom. Gotta make sure I'm keeping taunt every once in a while.
Mark stack or
Go.
Now, we don't want to practice anything fancy until we're super comfortable with the fight.
The
But for
first
Blamo's
kill
tank,
goes to
one
me.
thing to look out for
Anyone care to wager?
is if you pay attention to her void zone timers, you can move prematurely to bait a void zone.
Okay, I got a question. For DPS, we were doing Thane, and it didn't say for me to move to the top left or top right.
That's, like I said, we'll be making dynamic calls at that point. It'll be a patient fight, but...
All right, I think that's about all of the practice that we're going to be able to get any use out of before we actually try putting swords into bad guys. So let's make our way to 4 Horsemen.
What if I don't have a sword?
Let's go!
Let's do it.
I never made it to 4 Horsemen in retail, but I did in whatever when it got re-released for the 25 man. I know in the 25 man you can stand in the void zones for a second. As he said, you could bait them and put 2 on the top of each other. I don't know how bad they are in here.
Well, I meant bait them
damage-wise.
as in, like when you start the fight, it's just you and the boss and your healers, right?
Yeah.
If the void zone's coming out and I'm standing right here, just super quick example, I can run over here, and if I'm targeted for the void zone, it'll drop here, and I can go right back to where I was.
I have a quick question about the later phases, I guess. Are the range only going to attack Zeliek, or are we going to be switching between Blaumel and Zeliek.
You switch when you have too many marks. You get 3 marks, you go to the other one. Melee just gets to stand there until their marks fall off and goes back to the
Right. I just want to make sure. Maybe we didn't want us on Blaumel just to avoid too much people in the area, but it's cool with me.
We're going to be in there half the time anyway, so might as well.
The second half is literally you kind of mitigate yourself. You go in, fight a boss, when you get 3 stacks, you run out, then you go to the next one, etc., etc.
Right. Final question. How should we do the pull here? Do we want hunters to help bring things to corners, or do we just want tanks to run into the middle, grab their guy, and then take them to the corner?
What about the thing where those skulls at the corners actually block line of sight so you can get closer?
Yeah, that's how I've seen it.
I haven't thought about the whole.
That is going to be definitely a practice thing, because I tried it last time when we were just gonna give it a quick shot, and I don't know if it was me that ended up face pulling or if it was someone else, but you definitely want to avoid the entire front of that platform and coming from the sides.
At least you're using the pillar to line of sight them.
Yeah, if you do it properly, you can get right next to the damn pillars.
All right. Well, in that case, let's try to just get the tanks to pick up their mobs. Let's get... when will the 4H assist window pop up? Is it only once the fight starts?
Let me see.
I believe it is once it starts.
Got Gussie here all over my keyboard.
Okay, so I put tick timing as live.
And right now it says waiting on mine.
Yep, so this should auto start.
Set first or no?
So the first tanks will be Albrak, Ernwo, Battle, and Haktar.
Those that are heading to the safe zone follow the skull.
Does it matter when we're swapping if we go over the platform or around it?
I don't think so.
Real quick, for the DPS that are going into the 2 corners nearest us, you can just go straight there. You don't have to go to the beginning, or the center, unless you're going to safe zone specifically to stay there. So don't run to the center and then run back to the corner. Run to your corner first.
And the safe zone is at the middle of the bottom of the stairs.
Just follow skull.
Ernwo, Alb, and Battle. Do you know which mobs that you're going to be taking and which corner you're taking them to?
Yes.
I have Lady Blue to the top left.
So the fact that I have a gray skull means I should just run to the corner?
No, it hasn't reset yet, which is why I think we should reset it before we...
I think it is reset.
No, it's showing me to go to the center and right corner.
I think everybody's probably got the center one right now. Is that correct?
I'm seeing a center, and I'm seeing where I will be going next.
Yeah.
Which I think is default.
Yeah. So everybody knows where they're going on the first one, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of do that, and it should auto sync after that.
We'll find out soon. Gonna do a ready check here.
And a friendly reminder to those that are on Thane, the DPS, perhaps hang out with your tank as he gets him in position. Just let him get him in position first. We don't want a Meteor half pull and he dies.
Yep. And just to level set expectations, right? Practice is great, but this is probably going to go bad. So let's have some fun.
No, we're going to one-shot it.
We should one-shot it.
I'll buy all of you an ice cream if we one-shot it.
Hold you to it.
Oh, we have to.
5 minutes on Ani.
To be honest, I'm a little bit more worried about Flask than Ani.
Oh yeah, that's right, Flask.
And Fallen. Let me know when you're ready.
Should we?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
So we are as ready as we're going to get before our first try. Everybody, please make sure you are inside of the group or inside of the room. Let's get some tanks to go to the outside. We're going to test this. So if this pulls, I apologize in advance, and we will move people into our corners. The moment we hear aggro. But let's try to get tanks in position.
Dude, are we using flasks for this?
No, not yet.
I already drank one. Oops.
It'll last the rest of the night anyway.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Oh. So that was too close.
Oh shit.
Erno, would you just point him in the corner?
Move Zealot quicker. There we go.
I'm back.
Thanks.
Do not backpedal, please, Strafe.
Turn into the corner.
Well, Zealot just nuked the safe zone.
It's okay. Get some practice.
Can you not tank him like this? You're basically making his back not be accessible, really.
Yep.
I thought we were supposed to do this to keep him as far away as possible.
He's got to have his back facing.
I need a tank to come grab me.
I'm dead.
Run away, little
Okay.
I have no choice but to obey.
Yeah, Zealot nuked the safe zone.
I did all the way from one side of the map to the other. That was the quickest route.
Do we have any soul stones up?
You couldn't go.
Let's
And Boom Boom's dead.
get just a little bit more experience here. Hector is going to die shortly. Just keep on following your marks, folks.
Does it say run back, boss, or a?
And no one
Unless
healing
you
me.
can make it back to the door.
Yeah, there's people beside the door. Yeah. Oh yeah, how about Dagathor? Yeah. Good work.
Wait, so, where did the aggro happen? Was that right as you were about even with the stairs?
No, I was pretty far back. Did they aggro on me or somebody else?
It was
Arnwell. Yep.
Mom, I am dead.
I thought it was. I couldn't see.
So this is a boss called the.
Would it make sense just to have all four tanks
Horsemen?
charged directly in face on? Because I spent way too much time chasing down a guy on the other side of the room.
It requires quite a bit of coordination from the raid
We'll just form all
to
of the tanks up in a ball of hatred right at the
move
doorway.
each of
We
the four
charge forward,
bosses
we all take
into
one
their
mob
respective
to a
corners,
hopefully
and
it's
then
the
we
right
have
mob.
to do
Yeah, that
tank
seems reasonable. Trying
swapping
to do this strictly
when
is just
we
gonna be
have a
tricky.
certain number of debuffs applied.
I got up a little.
It's real
bit farther than
complicated,
my top
so we're
body,
kind of
around
doing,
there before they
we're
aggro.
practicing through it basically.
Like I said, if you do it properly, you can get right to the edge of the platform.
Yeah. But
Like, there they
running up
are.
is also not horrible.
I was gonna say, I think it'd be better just to run them all up. That way, in case somebody does pull, we're all going to the same spot anyways.
Should we release if we're too far in?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's unlikely that they'll be able to reach you to res.
Okay, running back.
Also,
But basically, each of the four horsemen applies their own special mark.
What was that, Al?
And if they apply too much of these debuffs onto you, you end up taking more damage the more debuffs you have.
Whoever had below
So we do
had-
this
had below
swapping
in the correct tank
between the
position.
tanks, who
really
are
fast.
basically just
I know
there
Battle
to
had
absorb
ways to
damage
run,
and keep the
but
attention
it
of
took
the
him a minute
boss.
to get Zillick in the right spot.
So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
essentially just all
doing
four of the
tank
horsemen
swaps.
ran to one side of the room, and that made trying to get everything on the right side.
yeah, I
messy.
split rage like an idiot, and they ran at me.
Yeah, I was saying, like
Bye guys.
I was saying.
Okay, so please don't take any chances with trying to res people. If you're even remotely in that room, just release. Because, yeah, every mistake that we make like that, it costs us like 5 minutes.
Just release every single time.
Symbol they reset.
Oh, mob's behind us now. Somebody went to the right.
It repops.
No, someone ran out towards the other hallway. So everyone just run back. Nick, do you have a DI?
No. why you couldn't just die over there with your mobs.
So I have a tank positioning question, and I need clarification on this.
Yes.
When we get our mob, and we're putting him in the corner, are we facing him towards the safe zone with his back in the corner as far away from the raid as possible?
I don't think so. I think instead your back is to the wall, his back is to the raid. The reason for this is going to be a couple of things. One is all the melee are going to want to
I
get at
can't
his
jump
back.
over? Lame.
And two, trying to negotiate, like pushing him into the corner is going to be kind of tricky. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, it definitely worked. I was able to do it.
We don't want you to do it.
Don't do it. Whoever's
Because
running
Mary
from those
haste
mobs
is a
that
bad thing.
aggroed, die. Please stop running.
Yeah,
You're not
please
gonna
stop
reset
running.
them.
You're gonna kill the whole raid. Everyone that's at Gothik. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Die.
Please clear comms. And yeah, don't run, right? In any circumstance like this, if you're thinking you want to save yourself one repair bill, what you're actually going to cause is 20. And that's no good. We want to respect everybody's time. And that includes when a raid leader calls for a wipe, you just die. That's it. Just die. Accept your fate.
Is it safe, Chandria?
No.
Chandra is in.
I don't know. They didn't attack me, but it shows me in combat.
Probably
We're gonna come
me and then come
run
back to you.
towards the Horseman room.
Oh my god.
Here they are. They're coming for me now. And they're gonna turn around. And they're coming back to you guys now. So whoever ran all the way back there, you lose. You cannot outrun an aggroed mob that's not a boss in an instance. They will never drop aggro.
My Hearthstone says otherwise.
Shame.
Get the bell. Have they reset? Does anyone know?
I believe so. They killed me, and then they seem to run back to their positions.
Let's
Is
go.
anybody in combat? Seems no. I'm
Just
going
a
in.
reminder to the tanks, please check the tank channel in Discord. I took screenshots and posted where bosses are supposed to go. This is just general for everyone, so everyone understands where they're going.
Did you say you pinned it?
It's not pinned; it's just sitting there.
Look at this. Look at this.
Where? I don't see anything.
Why am I
Scroll.
stuck? Someone explain this to me.
Just above Hellcray's video.
Blizzard devs, why is this? This is always a thing. Why? Like the smallest hill. The smallest bump in the road.
Thank you.
Why?
So we're still safe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some people behind coming on their way.
Alright, I think we should have enough people to make this a safe excursion, so let's go.
Also, if you have a pair of boots with run speed on it, now's a really good time for that.
That's all my boots have.
I'm saying that because I'm with them ass hood after your tank boots on.
Oh, I should probably put a speed boost on my Sabatons.
Oh, you're the right.
I was auto running.
I know.
Guess I could swap them out.
But despite the funky code,
All right, where's the
yourself,
tank
I
channel?
know we're doing better.
Hey, there's a dead sit neck.
This seems like This seems like another fight where the pull is a significant portion of the fight.
Yes.
Cthulhu comes to Naxx.
Fun.
Oh god.
Except for this time, he's got to charge up.
Instead of 2 bosses, it's 4.
Do we finalize how we're pulling this?
Yes. So, the 4 tanks who are on the 4 starting tanks on the boss, they are going to run in all directly towards the platform.
Okay.
All 4 of the bosses are going to come to us. We are going to then pick one boss each, go to a corner, and then proceed from there. Instead of trying to pull one off to the left, one off to the right, yeah, that's just going to be a mess.
It also helps if you have your target pre-targeted.
Indeed.
If you're just joining, we're learning how to do
we
4
shouldn't need
horsemen.
to stagger Fallen. As long as the 4 starting tanks enrage, they should get like buff aggro, assuming nobody pre-hots or anything.
Any idea what the cooldown for Zeliek's first Holy Lightning is? Because that's really a determining factor. It's probably somewhere around first mark, like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's about when it happened.
Okay.
If the only thing that has happened, the tank has charged him and started strafing, that should be plenty of time.
Yeah. You don't want to backpedal Zeliek. Or any of them, really.
It didn't kill everybody in the lightning streak when we were all standing there. Just heads up.
It does have, it has a limit. It's not like Cthulhu's Beam that doesn't have a limit.
But yeah, that's another reason not to have him face towards the group.
Ma, how far away are you?
Oh, I'm just rounding into the corner here, so I don't know, 20 seconds.
Okay. Let's get some buffs up on people, and we're going to get ready for another poll.
Okay, so we're sticking ourselves in the corner, not the mob, correct?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that one is kind of Tank's choice. If you can manage to do it, it's all the power to you. Just don't expend all of your time and effort trying to make that part work perfectly. If he's in the right area, that's what we're aiming for. Any perfection that you can get on top of that is even better. Right now, we're aiming for like a 5 out of 10.
That micro optimization, sorry, that micro optimization doesn't make sense because if you back all the way into the corner, it's like maybe a 3-yard difference if you flip the mob or not. And if you flip the mob, then we can't get behind them and backstab as well as reduce parry chance, etc. So
Yeah, so just put the back, like, just get as far back as you can and have the back facing like Ma's saying so they can backstab and then warriors can auto attack.
I want to say also, because you're going to the Meteor Boss first, we want that to be closer to the platform for the melee. That way, if we have to wait for Meteor, we don't have as far to run after Meteor lands.
just the tanks need to have their backs in the corner.
Yes. Tanks back to corner.
Studs and Cleo, are you ready?
Cast wall.
Alright, let's get everyone to, I guess, clump in. Because tanks are
Get
clumping
a
in.
bubble on the 4 starting tanks. That is Hektar, Battle, Albrak, Ernwo. And tanks, please get your targets. Gonna put up a pull timer.
Clump up closer. Come on. We do better on Anubis Heths.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go!
Incoming.
Careful.
Battle, just run straight to the corner.
Lose them. There you go. Good job.
Good work, Aaron. Well.
All right, let's go.
Keep comms clear, please.
I forgot to put on my training. Damn it.
Melee on Thane. Remember to wait for a meteor.
Meteor 2.
Go melee.
Studs has it.
I have no choice but to obey.
The mark range in time when he died.
little girl. Run away.
Zed's is dead.
Run away, little girl.
Wipe it up.
Run away.
What? That's
Oh, it's like a lot of the. I got unlucky on his fire proc.
I do have a grievance with this
Run
add-on.
away, little girl. Run away.
We're supposed to still have 3 marks when we get our first mark of it.
I have 6 for whatever reason.
You keep your 3 marks. They fall up eventually.
Okay.
No, we. Sorry. So I think what Jinichi's saying is Group 5 all died because when we had 3 marks and as we were running to center before the 4th mark landed, none of us got out of range in time. The 4th mark landed, we all died. Group 5 just got out.
Do not continue.
So I think
Turn
we were,
back while there's still time.
Waiting around for the meteor to land, and then we didn't have enough time to escape that 4th mark.
Well,
idea what cooldown is between meteors.
I'd have to watch from the start to tell you.
There should be a timer for it, right?
There's the void
but
mark,
I
so those
watched
aren't
it from
too big.
see the beginning.
So they should be pretty easily avoidable.
May I ask, because the meteor is just like any meteor, right? It splits damage. There's no apparent reason why the next group shouldn't be in there. And we can leave at the same point. Is there a reason we can't?
If they're there, like if they run in and they make it there before the meteor shows up, then yes, go ahead and get out of there. The point is not to preemptively leave and risk the tank getting hit.
Ah.
Okay, so we shouldn't stop and wait for the meteor. We run all the way in, and then they leave as they see us coming in.
The entering group does not stop. You go in. The exiting group has to wait.
So the DPS is swapping between bottom left and bottom right. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the add-on's showing us to run to the center. Do we?
Yeah, you run to the center first.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? We
Because
can't
you
get-
need to drop, or at least you need to spend about half of your time not collecting marks in this fight.
It doesn't make any sense because I had 33 seconds still left on my marks for
So it
when I went
goes-
into the next boss.
Okay,
That's
so-
following the thing.
Following the thing, you should not have had Thane's mark.
I did, and I only
hold
had
on.
3 marks. I sprinted out. I was the only one to live through Thane. So I sprinted out. I made it with only 3 marks. I
Okay,
went
so-
in on the
Hold
next
on a sec.
boss with 33 seconds left on my marks.
Yes,
Yeah, the marks are
that's
unique per boss.
Yeah,
So you're-
that's exactly how that's supposed to work, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it goes, you spend 3 marks, like on one of the bosses, just collecting marks. You go to the safe zone for 3 beats, for 3 more marks. You're not collect anything. You go to the other boss, you're still going to have time left on your first 3 marks. But they should drop off right about the time when you start picking up marks from the other boss.
Well, I would have had 5 marks in total.
no.
And it's just each mark individually matters. So if you got 1 of each, that is fine. What you don't
Okay.
want is 5 of 1 mark, because each mark does double damage. So the 5th mark does twice as much damage as the 4th twice as much as the 3rd,
Oh,
and
I get it
3
now.
is kind of the sweet spot number. I think that's 2,500 damage.
But
Yeah,
now-
the damage is not applied if you get a different mark. So, for example,
Okay.
you left
Yeah.
Thane with 3, and you
Yes.
got a mark from Mograine. Mograine will not trigger Thane's damage.
Okay, but then doesn't it take the same amount of time to lose the marks as it would be to gain the marks? So if
That's
we
why you're
stayed-
3 in, 3
That-
out.
That's
I understand,
why.
but if we stayed up on the platform for 1 mark and then we went into the other
No, you
boss
stay
for
on the
3
platform
marks,
for 3.
I understand, but if we go for 1 mark and we go in for the platform for 3 marks, then we'll have no marks when we go back up to that platform from the previous boss. So if we
You
stay
don't
up
really
for
get the
3 marks,
luxury of time, though. The problem is that
Yeah.
you need to kind of optimize the fight for amount of time spent traveling versus amount of time spent damaging. So that's where
Okay.
the kind of collect 3 and then do some
then
damage.
stay there for 3. Oh, I guess there's 2 groups doing damage, right?
Why can't
Yes.
Why can't you go Thane direct to Morgraine then? Why do you have to stop in the center for 3 marks?
That is so that you have a chance. Yeah.
Because if you go from Thane direct to Mograine, let's just entertain that argument for a minute, then you have to go to the safe zone. But instead of waiting for 3 marks and then you going to another boss to collect marks, you still have to wait for another 3 marks just to let one of them drop. They last that long.
Well,
They last
technically, you
about
only have to go
75
for 1
seconds.
mark, right? If you go
Sorry,
for
so
1
Stud,
mark, that means that you're skipping out on them because you're going to be you should have dropped them by the time you go to the other side.
Sorry, are the mark timers all refreshed regardless of the boss that refreshes the timer?
No.
No.
Okay. So then, sorry. Then
Each mark refreshes independently. If you're close to a boss, he will give you his mark and it will refresh
then why
all of the
can't you
stacks.
go? Then why can't you go Thing to Morgraine?
Because you need
You
to spend
can,
half
but-
of your time not picking up marks. This is the important part. Your healers don't have mana to deal with all of that. You need half of the raid sort of off, just not taking damage, not dying. The other half taking damage, dealing damage, and collecting marks.
Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense. Got it.
Okay, we are going to do another ready check shortly. Any other questions here?
We want a flask this round.
I've been flashed since the first bolt.
I don't think that flasks are going to be the biggest determining factor here. Were you at risk of dying, Ernwell?
No, actually I wasn't.
Save your money. Use ING Direct.
Okay.
Real quick, healers on that first mark, the first healers that move need to make sure that they move too, and not just sit there and show up late. So pay attention. That's really the only advice I have.
Safe advice. Look at the pixels on your screen and use them to determine what action you should take.
Now, the dead pixels or the working pixels?
There's a big clear-cut line right in front of us.
Saros and Chandria, please let us know when you're ready.
I wonder if this is our
I was
total
buffing when you asked. I should be ready.
marks between the two of us.
Mana as well, so waiting for a second here.
Yeah, I was buffing as well. I'm just drinking.
All right, Rhea is good to go. Telrus has mana. I think we are good here. Going to put up a pull timer.
Trisha, you might want to edge forward just a little bit.
Edging.
Thanks, Kevin.
Five.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run, battle, run.
Aaron will get closer to the skull.
He's dazed.
That's not Ernwell.
Healer move.
Meteor's 10 seconds.
Not yet, Frost.
Okay, move people in flame.
Studs has it.
Ernwell's down.
Which corner was that?
Thane.
Be careful when you run by Zay, not to run into range.
I'm coming, Colo.
Run away, little
Got him.
girl. Run away.
Does Stud have not relief?
No.
Mograin's at like 50%.
I have 5 marks.
Scars in battle.
Up this one up.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
die.
Stub. Yep, that's fine.
Lady Bloomo, what are you doing?
Yeah, battle died on.
Enjoying her ride around the room.
All right, let's get to the doors and wipe it up.
Holy shit!
Mograin and
protection
Thane
up.
were at like 50%. That's good.
We're getting there, folks. We're slowly learning the pull of the first few transitions.
More friends.
Yeah, I think we've almost got this. It's good.
I have
Do we have
no
a stone?
choice but to obey.
No, I didn't have them put out because I figured we wouldn't be dying in safe spots.
What killed Yarnwell?
So I got hit for 3,000 shadow for a mark, and then a meteor for 2,700.
Do not
and
continue.
then
Turn back while there's
so
still
the melee
time.
was crushing, but it wasn't even 1,000.
So
how many marks?
Fire resist are with Yarnwell?
No, I do not have fire resist with me.
Supposed to be wearing it.
Can we rotate Ernwo for a tank that has fire resistance?
Fire resist on Thane?
Alp's got fire resist.
Yeah. The video recommended you have fire resist for both those 2 bosses.
Probably wouldn't hurt because both of them do have fire damage. Yeah, we can work on that refinement. For now, let's get.
Do you want me to go grab my fire resist?
Kolo, do you have fire resist as well?
Isn't he one of the tanks on?
He's already on the front.
Yeah, he's my relief.
Let's just send the 2 of you back to Ironforge real quick, if we can, or to some bank, and then we'll get some ults to summon you up. Because that would be of immense help, I think. I mean, I don't know, fire damage is part of the problem. Another part of the problem is shadow damage, right?
Yes.
But bottom tanks are going to be switching between Thane and Morgraine, so they're going to have fire resist regardless.
How much fire resist do I need?
200.
Yeah, like 150. You don't need that much, but it helps, right? This is something that's going to reduce a lot of the spike damage that you get. It'll also help on the Mograine.
Yeah, but Ernwo died to melee on thing, basically. Meteor only hit him for 2.5 turns.
Do you just want to keep going then?
Do you have the helm and the pants, Kolo? Do you have an Anoni cloak? Bring those, that should be good.
Did he die slowly, or did he just get like smashed, dead, can't heal?
So that was like a meteor, a mark, and a melee in relatively short succession, which is going to be a problem. Yeah, there's just big spike damage. So healers, be aware that every time a mark lands on a tank, it's going to get kind of gnarly because they're taking other sources of damage, and then suddenly they also take like another 2.5 or 3k damage.
What I found is right before the mark lands, priest, if you can bubble your target, even if like, you know, and then someone else gets a heal on them, I mean, they're gonna get soaked.
The other thing is, these mobs are disarmable. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Disarm, disarm, disarm.
Rip their arms off.
And use it right as you're getting like your 3rd mark or your 4th mark if you're a tank, because that's when you're taking other sources of damage.
And for rogues or wait, rogues can do it, right? Or warriors, I know can.
Unless you get a special talent, you can.
Oh,
they don't have it.
Ernwo and Kolo, do you have your gear? Let me know when you need us to summon you over. We'll switch to alts.
I'm ready.
It wasn't the rogue. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on.
Checking riposte for PvP.
You have to be parried though, don't you?
Parry, yeah, it's like It's like revenge, except on parries.
Yeah.
I don't think they get the normal disarm until Burning Crusade because it's called like what, Dismantle or something.
Yeah, I think that's.
Tina and
Sure.
Al, can you help, please?
One of the things that
Never
I noticed
mind.
one of the things I noticed on that fight was when Battle came in to relieve me, his first taunt got resisted. Then he died because of the void thing. But from the time the time it takes for his taunt to reset and me to get a 4-stack and die is incredibly tight. So just be aware, tanks, and communicate with each other. We may have to get creative.
And that's why I was saying earlier that we need to keep talking to a minimum. There was so many people talking, I was gonna literally have to yell over my speaker to get it through.
Agreed.
We also have to be a little bit quicker on the tank transitions. You only have 12 seconds to get in there.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to run in before the third click, but barely. So I'm not getting in range to get a debuff, but I'm hitting my enrage and starting to move a little early.
Same thing with healers. There's a tighter window than you might realize when we're doing in practice. It's way faster. Give it like a plus 2 second window to where you know where you got to go and where you are.
One thing I would like to establish at some point is exactly where the start of the safe zone is in each corner, because that'll help reduce the travel time. Can I ask a hunter to try to determine what that actual range is for the next attempt?
What, for the pole?
Nope, just while DPSing, right? Knowing where that 60-yard marker is would be immensely useful for us knowing how close the tank can get to that, to essentially to minimize running time. All right, I think that's everybody summoned. Switching back to Hector.
The mark range is 60 yards, Frost. That's what Frog.
Yeah, if somebody has a good way of measuring 60 yards in game, that would be fantastic, because then we can figure out, where we can stand.
Try and pop a greater fire pot too. Pick it up a little bit.
I think the best thing I could do is I could get maximum fireball range and then turn around and blink, and that would put me like 60, 61 yards.
65 yards is the range.
Well, I have no way of measuring that then. It used to be a little bit beyond it.
Yeah, Saros, if you just want to skip doing damage for the next attempt and just be focused on trying to get where our range is, that information is more useful than some DPS, as massive as it may be.
Okay.
Hey, so just an FYI, Coven told me I did Thane did 7k damage in half a second to me.
So I'm looking at it right now. Just so there's a Mark Meteor at the same time did about almost 6k damage. Then the little melee hits after what killed him. So it looks like a heal needs to hit the tank right after that third mark.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a timing thing based off of their swing timers and spell timers. I agree with you, Coven. There must be some sort of coding where they cast their spell in their mark and then there's an auto attack swing. So healers, just be aware. Right when the mark goes out, just pop a heal on your tank.
Albrecht, can you please check the roster, because Ellie is marked as a tank instead of me.
He lost a shit ton of health in like a very short amount of time. But if he got healed for 3,000 health, he probably would have lived.
Wait, Ellie's not tanking?
I wonder we've been wiping.
Hector, you were start, correct?
Yes.
You guys will love what I actually named the save file for this. It's named
Finley, I'm like right here now. Don't worry about it.
let's get some spot buffs on Kolo and Ernmo. Gonna do a ready check shortly after that. They're just rounding the corner right now.
Well, I am. I don't know where Kolo is yet.
You could just summon them to here.
And any tanks need Stone Shield potions.
Oh fuck, that's what I haven't been using.
Save them for next week.
No, we're killing them now. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh, I understand we'll kill them now, but we'll kill them even better next week.
No, Stone Shield Pots.
You mean kill them gooder?
Every time.
Use your consumables, everyone. Like, we'll kill it.
So pop consumes?
Well, I have been, so screw you guys.
Yeah, this is the perfect time for people to take mostly stam food and other consumes that are going to help you survive. As you may have noticed, this is all shadow damage that the marks do. So if you're about to die to a mark, just drink a shadow protection potion. It's going to negate up to about the 4th mark. The 5th mark, yeah, you're kind of screwed. That's 5k damage. Oh yeah, and tanks also Juju Ember. Good call.
Yeah, you kind of don't really want to get hit by a 4th mark. Like the 3rd mark, you should already be moving.
There you go, Ernwan.
No, we can't be moving.
Oh yeah, with the meteor, that's true.
For the tank swap, I've noticed that if I just stay in place when I'm waiting to have someone take...
You're supposed to do that.
Right, but I end up getting a 4th mark by the time I
That's
get back to
okay.
the safe zone. Okay.
Yep, we're still working out the timing, and that's why we want to figure out the size of the safe zone. Because trying to get it so that the other tank can get in and you can get out in 12 seconds is really tricky. So we're just as confounded as you are on that one, if it's any consolation.
I was gonna say, do we
I
want?
think I saw somewhere tanks getting a tanks.
I'm casting my enrage when I cast my enrage at the halfway point, and then I start running as soon as I cast my enrage, and I charge as soon as I'm in range. I'm not getting the debuff early, and he's got plenty of time to get out. So I guess it's trickier for different
Cat jumping
bosses,
up on my
but
desk.
for ours, for that one, it's pretty simple.
Good trick for Ferals and deep brought people it can intercept. All right, Janichi and Victatius, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Are you ready or?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's put up a.
Yeah. Tanks getting a 4th mark on their way out is a common occurrence. Only
5,
hacked are fallen.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I know where you're going. Oh, never mind. Cats.
Clear comms, please.
Is that where he is, Hector? Got him all the way in the corner.
Frost, keep going.
Frost, if you don't stack with us, we take more damage.
feel like it's hitting the safe zone.
Yeah, it's gotta get it farther back in the corner here.
Got it, little girl.
Got it, studs.
So for
Animal's down. It's coming for studs.
I think I found the edge of the safe spot for Thane. It's right in front of Little's dead body.
So what happened there? Healers didn't switch to your Urnrow?
Doesn't look like it.
What healers are supposed to be there?
I was on my way.
Cover, stack.
Yeah, I just arrived there.
Colo's down.
Let's save the amount of space you have to edge forward is not that much from the safe zone.
Yeah, it's really not.
Yeah, it's a very small space.
Let's wipe it up.
I was at max range, turned, blinked, and then ran my estimation
Who's next?
4 or 5 more yards, and I was, yeah, you're really close there.
I
So,
know.
She didn't do a void
Colin,
zone.
you were saying where Little's body is?
Like, just if you keep going towards the safe zone, it's maybe like 2 steps in front of where his body's at. That's like the edge of the safe zone on Thane's side.
Let's look at my
And
macros.
the room is symmetrical,
What's
so
my
we're gonna
stance
go
here?
with, or at least close enough. So yeah, that's really not very big at all.
Oh, it's control.
We can give a little bit buffer on Zeliak and Plamo. But Zeliak, you guys gotta get that thing way up in the corner.
Did you already release Hector?
I did.
So should we do Zeliak? We turn and face him and put his ass in the corner. That way he's the furthest away possible.
You're not on Zilic at all.
I know I'm not.
There are people yelling about his marks. That's why we're trying to figure that out.
You are correct, though. He does need to be tanked the same fashion deep into the corner. It's...
Yeah, because I was getting marks on Zeliak and Blamo.
Blamo, maybe at the end. The problem is we kept getting marks on the tank, so sometimes that one will move a tiny bit. But Zeliak is the easy one. You park it right in the corner and it never moves.
Yeah, if the tanks park him right where I've got him marked on the map, he should be fine where he's at.
Okay, with that in mind, then the back of the room tanks, if you want to sort of stay on the Zeliak side of the safe zone rather than the Blamo side of the safe zone, because she does move around.
Change this to alt.
I fucked up and got a void zone right in a good spot to start.
Colon alt.
Oh, I'm bored.
Save.
Why are you running fast, but the group isn't?
This way I can.
He said, "Fuck
and
us."
then Shift F
At least your
to
hunter's alive.
defensive stance.
What the heck? Why? Just runs.
So be there to intercept.
You almost got to 3 minutes on that fight.
Why don't you have
Pop intercept, then hit Shift F. That way, once I get there, I can taunt.
Nice, 3 minutes. That's definitely our longest attempt so far.
1 minute, 129, 223, and now 256 by the very end.
At this rate, by our 30th attempt, the fight will take about an hour. Not really.
Still isn't long enough for the enrage, apparently.
Fallen, no, stop. Making me laugh too much.
We lost 3 people there at the beginning to a meteor. Those 2 people got hit with a meteor, then another person got hit. Actually, all 3 of them got hit by the meteor. The other one died from a mark afterwards.
It's the time that meteor landed.
1 minute, 19 seconds.
We'll see how
That
intercept.
wasn't the first meteor, was it?
No, that'd be like, I don't know, 5th or 6th or something like that if they're coming out every 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was a little bit my fault. I ran a little bit before. I should have waited.
Yeah, you should always wait.
Always stick with your friends. There is safety in numbers.
Remember, the exiting party waits. The entering party continues forward.
Yeah,
Did
I think about
Oops. Did I make it hard for the hunters on Meteor?
Yeah, I think a few people weren't fully healed from the first meteor. Then when the second one came down, it killed them.
So there are things that people can do while they're in the safe zone. You can bandage yourself. You can bandage your friends. You can do all sorts of things that will regain hit points and survivability for you, because you've got like 30 seconds to twiddle your thumbs.
Melee on Thane. You might want to just suck it up and stand on the tank. Because I'm pretty sure you guys took a meteor and Ernwo wasn't in it. So you actually took more damage.
That'll kill something just as fast. At the very least.
Yeah, but if they're not standing on him, that means he's not with them. So when
They can still have its back and be standing close enough to Ernwell. They just have to be aware.
Just stand sort of inside Thane.
Yeah, they have to be really up in his ass.
Tanks need run speed to boots on all of their boots. That's literally your number one enchant. Get it done before next week.
Had it. Get off my ass.
That's fine. I'm just in general. If you don't have it, get it on your boots. It's super cheap.
Every enchanter can do it in the raid.
Finley can supply you with one of the mats.
Theoretically, healers should have it too.
Oh yeah, all of us do pretty much.
It's also your number one enchant for Burning Crusade. Forever until they take it away and make you run like ass. Like my Death Knight in retail.
No, they give you another run speed. That it's like, isn't it like 12?
They give you a better one in Burning Crusade that gives you
It's
something
run
along
speed
with it.
and a stat, yes.
But eventually they just get rid of the thing altogether and just tell you to piss off.
Puff up and get ready for another go here. If we got time for 2 more.
We've got time for plenty more, depending on how fast we die.
Can I get a soul stone?
Or win,
Not enough.
studs, or win.
Not enough skeletons on the ground.
How many warlocks have soul stones available right now?
They should all be up. We were holding them.
Okay, let's get a soul stone on Ernwo because he's been so lucky tonight. And then also a soul stone on one of the Zealots, maybe?
Also, just one on Dag as well.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Dreadnought, Wrath.
Let's save them for the front
Wrath.
tanks because if we get fortunate enough to make it,
And then I
through
got
one of
these
those
rings.
We now he died. Jesus, one of them dying. We now have 2 free tanks to fill in.
You're good at grammaring.
So I need upgrades to my legs.
Yeah, okay, let's maybe throw a soul stone on
shoulders
studs then.
and chest.
And I'm going to do a ready check here.
I am dropping mine on studs.
Anybody else need a soul stone?
Hold on to them for now.
Yeah, we know a guy. It's me. I'm that guy. But it'll be on our next attempt.
Coven, I noticed literally right as it finished.
Yeah, I need to make a macro. That's my fault.
Does somebody have a 1200 one?
Be Coven.
And Ellie, let us know when you're ready.
I am now ready.
Okay, putting up a timer.
I need. Oh, that's perfect. Never mind.
The 4 Horsemen assist is not up.
Yeah, we need the system.
Cancel the timer. My bad.
Abort.
Abort.
We're not pulling.
No, that's not right. I tried to do pull cancel. Any idea what the
5,
cancel timer is?
4,
let it run out.
3, 2,
Gotta be a way of stopping
1.
it though.
Nope.
Try
Stop,
that.
Maybe?
Whatever you put in as the name, just pass in like /cancel or pull stop or pull cancel with the name.
Yeah, he went to bed, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody called for a stop there. What's the story?
We're done. We can put it now.
Ready? Okay. I'm putting up a new pull timer.
This time for real.
This time we mean it.
Shame we can't do a nuke it from orbit.
Charge! 5, 4,
We don't do it on any
3,
other bomb, so why
2,
we do it on this one?
1.
There's 4 of them. Alright.
Incoming.
Battle shout up. And then as soon as he's ready to go, see how far I can inch forward. Okay, it looks like I'm not getting marked. Oh, I am getting marked. Ooh, okay. That's not good. So I literally have to sit here.
Cats, get back.
Colo, you moved early.
Wait for Meteor.
She was.
Stumble no.
Good.
People in the safe zone, bandage up.
Chandra, you need to back up.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Go, go, go. Damn it, 5 marks. Fuck. Alright, that was my fault.
Colonel's down.
How'd you
User.
die there?
I got him.
Your life is mine. Who's next?
Bandage up. And healers, don't waste mana on people who are in the safe zone, if you can help it.
Your life is mine.
Is there no healers left?
Either I'm getting really lucky with the void zone, or
I got hit by a meteor all by myself.
Got it.
Calvin, what happened?
Go to Doom.
Alright, I got things.
And Hector dead.
Don't touch him yet. Chin, stop.
Other tanks are dead.
I have no
Collapse.
choice but to obey.
Collapse wipe.
no, no, make it to the door.
Who's next?
Boo! What a bitch!
Pulled aggro?
No, I did. I guess.
No, he chased Coven. Target.
Yeah, it was Coven.
Did Coven
Yeah,
live?
yeah, but are you guys using that 1 minute curse thing or whatever your spell is?
Fucking stun
No, I
me.
don't know how I pulled aggro. I'll check my.
It's going to be a little dicey for threat as the tanks are pulling, or as the tanks are going to be taunting, but they're not necessarily going to have all that much threat on these targets. So DPS, please be very careful with it. Because every time they run and decide to reposition themselves, it could mean getting a mark on everybody in the safe zone. But that was, again, another improvement incrementally. That was 3 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay,
healer...
here I have a question. I have a question from the healer standpoint. Can we move one of our healers around to where Ernwo doesn't die every 3 minutes? Because we need to have, like, we need to move our healers around because obviously there's a positioning problem or there's a lack of healing problem. There's something going on there because he dies every 3 minutes.
How many healers do we have in the rotation right now, Up?
12, I think.
In theory, that should be enough. In practice, let's get Gil. If you can just throw on your healing gear for this next attempt, we're bound to lose a healer at some point. And yeah, we just want to see how far we can get into this fight.
No. What I'm saying is, like, who are the healers supposed to be at minute 3 on Ernwell? On that group.
That's right at the transition when I pick up Morgraine.
Okay.
And
so
that's
you're taking
right
a
as I'm
shit
getting
ton of
there.
damage. So you got a druid, a paladin, and a priest on you?
Part of it is his proc. He might be getting unlucky on it because he has a 25% chance to proc that 4k damage. And I noticed on that attempt, I got really lucky. I didn't get a proc until almost the time it was for me to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is, like, Morgraine is, like, that is the tank killer. So, you know, you should have plenty of... Healers are going to have plenty of time to regen, you know, as you're running around. And I think the back 2 tanks don't take all that much damage.
No, they don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on the back 2 tanks on the very beginning. I have, like, full mana the entire fight, basically. So if you want to move me around, dude, I'm fucking ready to, like, go, dude. Let's go.
Any healer that's
I mean, we're all getting moved around, Patricia. So we're all going to be in a position where we're going to be able to throw some bombs on people. But to your point, if we need to swap people to different groups because we just need to ensure we have stronger healers in that scenario, that's worth doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because, like, in the very beginning of the fight, I feel like I do absolutely nothing. At all.
That's a given.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
I mean, that's going to be anybody in those back 2 spots is going to feel like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like, I can't actually work out who's where at what point. I mean, I could run a simulation, but it's pain.
It's really tricky. The only way you're going to be able to do it is honestly just spreadsheet it out.
I really think it might help if the tanks actually called out when they swap. Like, call out when you taunt, because sometimes it is tricky to know exactly when that swap happens, and if you're even a split second behind, recognizing that swap, you know, that's the split second between getting a heal off or not.
That's
right?
true.
So have the tanks, like, when you taunt, say it.
Studs has been doing it.
We've been trying, but there's a lot of other chatter going on that we have to talk over.
Yeah, there's really nothing else that needs to be talked about except the tanks.
Morgraine was hitting Ernwell for at least 12 seconds before he died. So there was plenty of time to get him up. Right? And looks like the only heals he got was Cyber and then a power word shield from Chandria before he died. So just make sure you're, you know, dumping heals into him. Like, it's literally dump. Morgraine hits like a fucking dump.
Literally just dump it, dude.
Lots of precasting. Pretend that it's a big spiky fight, because it is.
I can't speak for what happened before I got there, but I got spell batching, and then I physically saw other healers casting spells when he died. So there was healers there doing stuff, but I don't know if they were sitting around not doing anything, or if they had just
14
showed up
gold.
right before me.
Not as high as my highest. My highest was like almost
the other thing
20.
would be like, you know, if
Damn,
you're
that's
on
expensive.
Morgraine's thing, don't heal the raid. Only heal the tank. The rest of the we can patch up people later on. Right.
Also,
like if that pools are empty, they could be healing the save zone people.
Also, to help keep things short and concise, if your taunt is resisted, say your name and resisted. If you get aggro, just say your name. So in my case, it would be Studs resisted or Studs.
Yeah. Like, I saw Skogers get resisted twice in a row. It's pretty easy to see, you know, the big bear comes running up and the mob doesn't turn to him. Okay, I know what happened. At least for the back ones.
And this is going to get easier for healers too, as we get used to what tanks we're looking for to heal when we show up in a spot, and we're still learning that right now.
Alright, folks, it is about to be the last attempt of the night. This is as good a time as any to empty out your
Leave
pockets,
before
use
it's
your
too late.
last spirits of Zanza or anything that's going to go bad. Use those health stones. Maybe throw a protection potion out there if you're feeling sassy. Probably have a bunch of those left over because we one-shot Loatheb. Yeah, woo.
Also, that last temp was looking pretty good for a while. So.
Oh yeah. Yep, we are consistently getting deeper into the fight each time.
We love
All right,
to go
so
deep.
Stam Food, going to do a ready check shortly.
Occurs to me that the tank should probably get fortitude, eh?
That's probably a good idea, yeah. We're into that kind of thing. I'm a big fan of hit points.
Do I have fortitude?
Also, range for
I don't think I do.
Thane, Meteor. Make sure he
This'll
drops
just
the
have to
Meteor
make
before
some
you
of.
run out, because we had some people taking like the entire Meteor themselves.
On that note, then, how about whoever's coming in gets there on time?
It's
We're
just it's
all working on
because the Meteor is not exact. Like the cooldown will finish, but he won't use it immediately. There's
Here's the
wiggle
thing.
room.
If it's dropping, it's dropping. Whoever's coming in can still come in. So, like, if Studs has to stay there because the tank got resisted on the other side, so we don't have one coming in, that's one thing. But if the whole side doesn't have to stay there, the DPS can still come in.
All right,
No,
we're
no, no,
going. We'll
the
talk about
problem-
these strats in Discord. Let's get started.
Do we have soul stones out?
Cool down.
Yep. Any remaining soul stones, please throw on Ernwo. And then
one of them.
Ernwo again. Probably Studs. That way we've got one in each pair.
I think we've only got one left, maybe.
Ernwo it is.
Not all at once.
All right, putting up a pull timer.
Guess they're all out. They all got used.
That's all right.
Soul stone.
Ernwo, battle res yourself when you die.
Okie dokie.
There it is.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, let's make it a doozy of a pull, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shield out.
Much better pull.
We're getting cleaner.
Is gonna be hitting.
Watch out, Gats.
Studs.
People that just swapped to the safe zone, bandage up.
I ignored your call.
Don't run out.
I have no choice but to obey.
Just grab it, Ern.
Hector got a color.
We're going in a row. Leggy McLeggerson.
Do you want me to pick up Studs?
I'll accept her after a mark.
Two seconds, Meteor.
I'm coming, Hector.
Your life is mine.
Studs.
is mine.
Run away, little
Hector got
girl.
it.
Run away.
Oh, we forgot to wait for Meteor again.
Tuds.
Uncle.
I have no choice but to obey.
Manage up, folks.
We're almost in execute range, come on. Live studs.
To you, your survival cooldowns, folks.
Don't run out.
Okay,
Now
go.
run.
Hector got it.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Execute Morgan.
Studs.
It's just the two.
Get in tank quickly.
Resist, resist.
Ernwell.
Hector got it.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Everyone needs heals.
Goodbye. Go on, let's go, guys.
Pop frenzied regen, Ernwell.
Get to the safe spot.
Run away, little
Can I
girl.
get innervate, Pat?
Run away.
Dane's almost down.
So it's Mograine.
Dane's down.
Mograine's down.
Okay, go to the safe zone, and DPS, get ready to start joining the other fights.
Watch your marks.
Remember to get to the safe zone.
So.
Holy shit, are they both dead?
Yep.
Yes, you're down to 2.
Okay, so DPS, I think, would start on Blammo.
Yes, any melee can go to below. Just watch your marks.
What?
You got 3, move out.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Max range on Zelik.
Range DPS goes to the other one, right? And the lead goes to blower.
Melee's only on Blomo.
Fane, frog. Frog, Fane.
Fane, frog. Oh my lord.
I have no choice. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Where did Boom Boom go?
Hector picked up Zeliek.
Your
We
life
have a
is
replacement
mine.
for Blamo.
Yep, helps.
Okay.
Need somebody to come relieve Hector.
Studs will go. Are you ready?
No, I got it.
Watch range on Zealot. Got a big chain.
Can we get battle rises on DPS? It's like
I used mine.
Healers and ranged on Zeliek, bunch up to the left.
Okay.
That way, tanks running in cannot chain to you guys. Tanks need to run in.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Okay, so it's showing Chandria rotating to Zelik, but I got hit by the mark already.
Alright. Do we have a replacement from Blamo?
I'll go. Arrow's coming.
I got hit by both.
Hold on for me. I'm probably gonna die.
Zeliek? Damn it. We're getting hit with Zeliek in the safe zone.
Oh, he's running.
Gonna need another tank for Zeliek.
Studs has it. Battle, go.
He just killed 5 people.
We need someone to come pick up Zeliek. I'm at 3 stacks.
There's no one left.
There's no one left.
Oh, no healers?
Yeah, that's over. That's good though.
Yeah, we're still flying half a ship.
I mean, I can
Too many marks, I'm dead.
We're talking about a little bit. The DPS that are soaking the meteors. That's why we lost like 7 or 8 DPS, because if we have to wait for that 3rd meteor, the mark's gonna kill us when we run out. And there's a big pile of bodies right along where people are running. So we either need a stack of potions to survive that 3rd meteor, the 4th mark, or we need to figure some other strategy out.
Let's bring a bunch of fire protection potions next week. I think that'll go a long way for survivability.
He means shadow protection.
Because that 3rd mark is doing about 5k, and so when we're running out,
Well, we have. That's what I'm saying. Just trade us, because we brought plenty of shadow protection potions to you guys. Just talk to me or.
Do not the only thing is it's going to kill us the next time if we have to do it. It's more than one time that we have to run back and forth and take that risk that 4th mark.
Well, in theory, it's only every 2 minutes, right? Because it's a 2-minute swap.
No, your cooldown will be
Which the cooldown is 2 minutes.
So we just need to make sure everyone has a stack, and then if we're waiting on a meteor, we just need to hit it at that moment, so we have that leeway to run it when we run out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the next group needs to be in there for the last meteor.
We do. The problem is, like, if that last meteor with the run, it's about, you can usually push it about 2 to 3 seconds after the mark.
I understand.
Tells you to run.
Okay, so
if you wait any more than
that,
you're gonna die.
You have 5,000 health. The 4th mark hits you for 5,000, and the meteor hits you for 2,000. I don't care how many how many people you have here, but that pot's gonna do nothing.
Actually,
Unless
the
we're
4th mark
doing
hits for 2,500. It's the 5th mark that hits for 5,000.
Okay then.
So there's a bit of room there, but it is tight, right? If you ever eat that 5th mark as a DPS, you'd better have a protection potion. Otherwise,
hit the 4th mark.
We got to be healed up or something for that. I don't know how to do it. We need some way to. We either need to be at max health or I'll have a potion on us. But hey,
we got 2 of them down. So great work, everyone. That was some fantastic progress. I have no doubt that if we approach next week with the same enthusiasm and gusto, we're going to get these fools down.
Last
Sorry to
call
cut you
for
off.
raffle tickets before we do it. I'm going to do it in Ironforge when we port out.
Oh yeah, there's a raffle.
That we didn't forget this week, unlike last week.
I've been running it. We're up to 120 tickets.
12.5 out of 15.
We got half the boss now.
We just need to repeat that with a few more DPS alive, and we got that.
Yeah, I think we can definitely get it next week.
Everyone bring their frost resist next week for sure.
Everyone, double check your frost resist. Put in a request that will get you to your minimum. 160 for everyone but the tank. Except for healers, you only need 100.
Hey Skoger, what happened at the end there when I came up, I got resisted, I popped over and I was able to pull him with Mocking Blow, and then I turned back over and then I just taunted him again, and then he just turned around and just went right after you.
If you taunted during Mocking Blow, the taunt is ignored. You have to let Mocking Blow expire.
It's done that to me as well. I'm not sure what's going on. I think somebody just said like depending on how many debuffs you have on you at the time, it decreases your threat. Because it's done the same. Like I've picked it up off of Alberac or Battle and thought I had it fine, and then it just starts chasing them, and they're halfway to the safe zone, and I run and get it back and bring them back to the corner. So there's some sort of mechanic. We're getting it; it's no problem. We're bringing them back, but it might potentially drop a debuff on everybody in the safe zone for a second.
Yeah, that just kind of confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, I was definitely noticing some aggro drop mechanic.
Do not leave the raid yet.
Oh, jeez, that already happened.
I had to jump the gun there, Ma.
Somebody else left too.
Humbug went to bed.
Cyrus, can I still my raffle tickets? Oh god.
Yep, where are you?
I got an X on my head.
You're also the guy with the big lightning sword, so it's easy to see.
The other tanks regularly getting 5 stacks because I am.
All right. That wasn't bad. Not a bad night. Got half of the 4 horsemen done. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week with more raiding. And might do some streaming over the weekend. Play some retro stuff. So, have a good night, everyone.